Ladies and gentlemen, the world ain't always black and white, but when it is, it's worth discussing. I am the Medieval Massacre, and joining me today, if you're CrevanGaming, just imagine how he's feeling. It's CrevanGaming.
How's it going, guys? CrevanGaming here.
And the internet paladin of gaming, the champion of justice, Neolionheart.
You can be my baby, it don't matter if you're black or... Sorry. CrevanGaming of the Darkwolf Syndicate here.
CrevanGaming now? You're CrevanGaming?
You know it, I'm stealing it. Stealing it.
Misconception,
I
oh
like
dear
it.
God.
And, of course, wherever there is a righteous hero, there is always a villain atop the throne waiting to fuck up his weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, please bow your heads to Lord Zaratoth.
Aw, you're so sweet.
Oh, I know. I've seen your plans in action.
You should see his teeth.
Excuse me?
The diabetes coming from the sweetness.
Oh, that's true. So we're going to start off with Game Check. What's everybody playing?
I am so bored that I've downloaded a fast clicker just to play Secura Clicker. I'm not killing my mouse over this game.
You've decided to cheat at a game who has only one basic function?
Yes.
At least it's not Cookie Clicker.
Especially since it's the very first thing that comes up on the Steam's strategy guide list. Strategy guide says only go to this link, download it. Or just go to Google and the first thing that comes up for fast clicker.
It sounds like, has anybody seen the Game Grumps Let's Play currently of Sonic Adventure DX?
Yep.
Okay, you remember the walkthrough for Knuckles' stage?
Oh dear God. This stage is pretty straightforward, so just fly around a little.
Yeah. I was like, this stage is pretty big, so finding the emeralds might be difficult. Just fly around until you get them. And it's like,
10
oh,
out of 10.
10 out of 10. Craven, what are you playing?
I'm actually going to have to rain check on what I'm playing, because I actually haven't been playing much lately.
Ah. Well, you gotta fire up a game
That's
there,
a
bud.
lie and a half.
Shut up, Neo.
We're not counting the Honey Pot Marathon we had.
We're not talking about that.
Yeah, Gmod.
Gmod.
But, you know, not much to say about Gmod.
No, not really.
Stay tuned and find out.
I think
Plug.
You know,
Oh
head over
yeah,
to
because
CrevanGaming.
you have videos recorded, right?
Yep.
We got videos and they are posting.
Oh, it's so good because every time I've made like a video either on Party Poopers or with Black and White that you've been in, I'd have to be like, he's gonna make a video eventually.
Yeah, one day. One day there'll be
But
one.
no, now like Neolionheart actually has videos out. You guys can go and watch it over at Darkwolf Syndicate.
That's right. Watch me massacre. Pardon the pun.
Thanks for that. Is that a plug for my channel on my channel?
Breaking the fourth wall.
Exactly.
You're not Pinkie Pie, stop it.
All I want to do is make you smile, smile, smile.
Zaratoth, what are you playing?
A couple of things, actually. Besides my eternal grind in Fire Emblem Awakening to become a god-slaying monster, a couple of Steam things. There's this neat little series that started as a Flash game, and now it's a Steam game called Why Am I Dead? The Steam one's Why Am I Dead at Sea. And if you've ever heard of Ghost Trick Fan Detective, it's kind of like that. You're a ghost, you're solving your own murder.
Okay.
And the other one I've been playing was a hilarious little experience that I highly recommend to literally anyone with a Steam account, and it's a game called Please Don't Touch Anything.
What the fuck?
I've heard of that, actually.
Okay, so the game starts, you're just a dude, like an anonymous dude, and your buddy, who works at this thing, tells you, hey, I've got to go to the bathroom or something. He gives you some reason he's got to go for a second. Just sit in front of this panel and don't touch anything. And all there is a screen that shows a city and a big red button.
What the fuck?
And if you press the button, a little switch comes out. And if you flip the switch, then press the button again, a little countdown happens, and the city's annihilated in a mushroom cloud.
What
But-
the fuck?
If you restart, because you blew up the city, and you press the button, the switch comes out, and you press the button again, 3 little number pads come up with like a Roman numeral for 1, 2, and 3, and as you figure out how this machine works, you gradually try to not blow up the city. Of course, what you're actually doing, gameplay-wise, is trying to find all the ways you can kill the city.
Right.
Because this machine has a million buttons that keep coming up as you press more shit.
So here's my question. What happens if you don't touch anything?
If you literally don't touch anything, he comes back in 1 minute later and you get an achievement for it.
Yes! That is the best.
At least you don't actually have to go and make a real life cake.
It was like, okay, has anybody actually seen the playthrough of Proton John's Don't Eat the Mushroom?
No.
No, I didn't.
Okay,
hear
it's
about that one.
amazing, and I recommend looking it up because you can still look it up. It's still on his channel. But it's basically in like one of those free. It's kind of like RPG Maker, but it's not.
I love RPG Maker games.
And you find a mushroom. Like you're basically told, oh, you need to bring this thing to your friend's house. But the game is called Don't Eat the Mushroom, so you come across this mushroom. So he hops over the mushroom, gives her the package, and the game ends.
Huh.
Because he didn't eat the mushroom. But if you do eat the mushroom, then you go through this like psychedelic trip, and like to the tune of "What Is Love."
Don't do it, Neo.
I'm resisting.
So the first thing that we were going to bring up is Craven. You're interested in a certain thing coming up for a certain console.
Oh my god, yes. Pokémon has recently been announced to come out for the Wii U in spring of 2016.
So I'm probably gonna get that.
There's no probably for me. There's no probably.
Excuse me, it's
Fighting.
Pumpkin.
Oh yeah, I forgot because you're a fighting game nerd.
Oh,
Excuse me, Mr. Grammar Nazi, shut the fuck up.
I was overdoing the stupid excuse me.
I know. Although you are a
Yeah.
fighting game nerd, but you actually don't like Tekken, do you?
It's something I don't like, it's I haven't played.
Ah.
Like, you can't really dislike, like, because fighting games are really simple conceptually, you can't really dislike a fighting game you haven't played.
Well,
Fair point.
you can very easily dislike something that you haven't played or had any interaction with. Just try being 13 and on Facebook.
Okay, fair enough, but since I'm not a 13-year-old on Facebook...
Yeah, fair enough.
Or on Tumblr.
Or on 4chan.
Tekken's made in the same engine as the Soul Calibur games, and I really like those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think Pokemon's been around for about a year now, like the rumors and everything. And now, a year later, they finally announced it's actually going to get the Wii U port to North America. And
Well, like,
all my yes.
North
please take
Americans
the
were
money.
flipping the fuck out over this and asking asking everybody, why in the fuck do we not have this game already?
Yeah.
And then Japan was like, oh, I forgot that the Americans exist.
Oh shit.
Yeah, by the way, my
Yeah.
my racism is now
Over
documented
9,000!
documented on the internet for everyone to see.
Nah.
Although I'm pretty sure I turned one of the Metabots in my playthrough into Speedy Gonzales.
Yay. So yeah, like even when they said that the Pokémon is going to come out for the Wii U, they even announced a new fighter. And so, let me actually go pull up that article, and I can give you more details if I can find it.
Is it
I
just
think
all
I'm-
fighting type Pokemon?
No. Like Mega Gengar's a thing,
Okay.
and it's just like all my yes, please take my money, just yes.
Oh, I actually forgot to say what game that I was playing. This is going to come as a shock and surprise to nobody, especially people on my YouTube channel. I'm playing The Binding of Isaac.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm doing a Samson run.
Really? So yeah.
Or actually, I'm not doing a Samson run. I'm doing a Isaac run.
So
Oh,
that's
yes.
the thing.
We got a new character that has been added to the roster of Pokémon for spring of 2016 is Pikachu Libre.
What?
Is it
For those who don't know,
Is it Pikachu in a luchador mask?
Yes.
Yes.
Life is complete.
What the
So-
fuck?
Basically, in Pokemon Auras, Pikachu gets these various costumes, which also can add in a second typing to him. So Pikachu Libre becomes a electric fighting type, and he basically looks like a luchador. So good job, Japan, on becoming stereotypical. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, because all the Americans being blonde, blue-eyed, and having
It's like the
having
Canadians
huge
in
muscles
South
or
Park.
huge tits didn't already give away how much of a stereotype they were.
So yeah, let me run down. So you got Lucario,
Wait,
you got
I have
Machamp.
none.
Apparently Suicune's in here.
Okay.
A keyword apparently. Mega Lucario, obviously.
Well, yeah.
Gardevoir.
Ooh. Guess what my fucking main's gonna be?
Oh, she has Shadow Ball. Spoilers.
She has Shadow Ball?
Yeah.
Isn't that a dark type move?
Ghost type. Charizard's gonna be chilling here. Mega Gengar's here. Weavile.
Okay.
Blaziken. Yeah, you got like a decent handful right now.
I don't know. I'm
Apparently,
still waiting for the
Fennekin
Wii U to
is
come
in-
out with like a console version of Pokemon, like a legit Pokemon game. None of this branch off stuff.
Oh,
I'm
it's-
not
oh,
a
it's
big
never gonna
fan
happen.
Of fight.
Yeah,
Eh.
like actual Pokemon games are handheld and handheld exclusive.
Yeah, the last time we got a good console turn-based
XD.
Pokemon game was Coliseum and XD.
Yeah.
And we're never going to get another one of those again, no matter how much we fucking beg for it.
Nope,
Why
because
is
you know
that?
Shadow Pokemon have gone off the face of the earth.
Well, yeah, first off, Shadow Pokemon have been eradicated, so unless they somehow brought it back, which they really can't,
But they should.
but they should. Like, I think at this point, we would be okay with a retcon.
Yeah.
If you're like, this isn't like its own universe, we're using Shadow Pokemon, but the events of Coliseum, like, or XD Gale of Darkness never happened. We'd be like,
Basically,
you know what?
parallel dimension it, and let's go.
We'd be like, you know what? Kind of shitty, but we're just happy we got another one.
Yeah.
Hey, they could always use that opportunity to make the actual setting a bit different. Not so different that it's unplayably so, but like a bit more in the past or a bit more in the future to change things up. Can you imagine a Pokemon game where there was like steampunk aesthetic?
Yeah, that was XD. Pokemon XD and Coliseum.
No, like
Yeah.
really steampunk.
That was
Like,
more
I mean-
Coliseum than.
Yeah, that was more Coliseum than XD, but it was like full-on fucking steampunk.
Zeppelins? Were there Zeppelins?
It's Pokemon.
I think there were. I think there was like its own version of Zeppelins.
Okay, well then, because if there's no Zeppelins, it ain't steampunk.
Am I also the only one who wanted Wes's jacket?
Oh, dude, I just wanted Wes. Dude was a badass.
He was.
I mean, I guess at one point we have to discuss it, right? We got to discuss SummerSlam.
God.
This
Anger and the frustration that
this show. I guess okay.
Okay, should
In
we
order-
go
in-
from...
In order to
Beginning to end.
prevent us from literally having like a fucking conniption, I'm going to pull up the match card.
Go do that, and then we'll walk through match by match, and...
Spoilers ahead
Attempt-
for those who haven't heard it yet.
Yeah, spoilers.
Oh yeah,
Or,
we're about to discuss what happened at SummerSlam 2015. If you haven't watched it, don't fucking watch it. Just listen to us talk about it. It'll be a lot more entertaining.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna say go and get the fucking network. Are you kidding me?
Hold on, for $9.99 US dollars.
$9.99 US, but it's like $11.99 in Canada. Might be more than that actually, because apparently the Canadian dollar has dropped below 75 cents US for the first time in,
Long time.
I think, like since 2006. Is someone crackling or is that me?
It could be, I don't know, but I hear it too.
I tried muting my own mic. It's not me.
I don't see anybody's thing
Neither
like.
do I. It's
Oh, it's
there we
Liam.
go.
Liam. Yeah.
That getting fixed?
Zero
Yeah.
thought. Sorry, ladies and
All
gentlemen.
good. Nope, it's back.
Oh, it's coming back.
It sounds like you're popping popcorn at high speed right in front of the mic.
Okay, there is one first thing I want to discuss, and it has
Go
nothing
for
to
it.
do with the matches.
Okay.
There are 2 theme songs
Yeah.
for SummerSlam.
Yeah. Demi Lovato,
The first was Big Summer by CFO $,
which I'm not complaining because CFO $sign makes some of the best WW intro songs ever,
given. And then Cool for the Summer by Demi Lovato.
which needs to drop off the face of the earth.
I don't think... I don't think that the song is bad, but really, Demi Lovato for SummerSlam.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just she needs to drop off the face of the earth. Like what? The last thing she's done since what? The Voice or X Factor is what?
Just literally recording her own thing.
Yeah. Anyways, CFO $sign for the win, please.
Right?
Like, I'm sorry, they make friggin' Paige's theme song. They make Dean Ambrose's theme song. CFO $sign actually works for a company called I think it's Stephanie McMahon Music Limited. Which, guess who that's owned by?
I'm guessing Triple H.
Yeah,
right?
it's probably Triple
Yeah.
H.
Totally.
Triple H and his nose.
Yeah, his massive friggin' schnoz.
That fucking Pinocchio nose.
Like, I thought I had a big nose, but dear God.
No, dude, that guy's got a Wicked Witch of the West schnoz.
Like, he'll be in the other room and be like, I smell steak.
So I'm going to go match by match, and I want you guys to keep in mind,
These are biased
I
opinions.
only saw 3 matches out of this whole thing.
I saw all of them.
So, you're going to have to basically carry this whole section of the podcast.
Woohoo!
Number 1, Sheamus defeats Randy Orton.
Honestly, not a bad match overall, I think. Like, it was... You could basically read it off by book, and it's expected exactly what you thought.
Well, that's a Randy Orton match in a nutshell.
Yeah, but still, I love seeing Randy Orton and Sheamus compete, even though Sheamus is now stupid as all hell.
Oh my god. That man needs
Like-
a haircut.
The Mohawk is here to stay, and then Randy Orton just yanks him off the table and says, no, you stupid hoe.
And, I hate the fact that he does the "Are you not entertained?"
He actually, I don't think he did that in the SummerSlam match. I don't recall him doing that.
Okay, did he do Respect the Hawk?
Yes.
That shit's not going on a t-shirt.
Well,
No
honestly,
matter how much you
I'd rather
want it-
have him say "Respect the Hawk" than over "Are you not entertained?"
Okay, yeah, but that's asking, if you'd rather get shot in the knee or shot in the ass.
Fair point.
Of course you're gonna get shot in the ass. You got more fucking meat back there to take the blow. You're
Well,
still
depending on
getting
who you're
shot.
talking to.
But,
Yeah.
the Respect the Hawk thing, it's supposed to be like Respect the Beard with Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Except here's the thing. We don't respect the Hawk.
No. Like, I've grown accustomed to the little beard thing he has going on.
Okay,
used to
I'm
it.
cool with that.
Yeah, but the Mohawk, I'm just like, why?
If he had the hair that he used to have with
Yeah.
that beard,
Perfectly fine.
he'd look great.
Yeah. Like, no arguments. Like, he's trying to be like an Irish gladiator, and I'm like, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, an Irish gladiator with a British soldier's saying.
Yeah.
Or not British, but Roman.
Yeah. It's just like, please stop.
It's
What you do.
it's so
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
dumb.
And not to mention, let's just say 2 bro kicks back to back.
Oh yeah. Actually, no, I did. I think I did see this match. Actually,
Yeah.
it was the last match I saw before I fell asleep because I was super tired that day.
But yeah, it
He
was.
kicked him into the corner.
Yeah. No, he bro kicked him in the corner,
Yeah.
and then when Randy Orton was coming out of the corner, he received a second one.
Yeah, he went off the ropes and kicked him again. Fucking Randy was dead.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, fair enough of a win. Like, you're not going
was
to easily
fair.
stand up from 2 boots to the fucking skull.
He beat Randy Orton clean.
Yeah, for once. Anyways, moving on to the next match.
Moving on to the next match. The New Day versus the Primetime Players, the Lucha Dragons, and Los Matadores.
honestly not as bad of a match as I attended it was going to be.
I
And
heard this one was a fuck finish.
It was a terrible finish, but my favorite part, and it was literally in the first couple seconds. It started off with Kofi Kingston and one of the luchadors, I think.
One of the Lucha Dragons,
Yeah, I think.
Kalisto and Sin Cara.
Yeah, I think it was one of them. I'm not 100% sure. But what ended up happening is Big E takes himself in against one of the Lucha Dragons, or Los Matadores, or New Day, whatever.
Yeah.
So
Whatever
then
they
it was
want to be called for the month.
yeah, it was just Kofi and Biggie, and Biggie just like flopped down on the ground, and Kofi started pinning him. I'm like, that is actually ingenious.
Okay,
That is smart as hell.
it's super smart. If
But then,
it
of course,
worked
someone
that
broke
way.
the tag and blah blah blah. No, like, okay, yeah, you win, but you lost, and you won. You got the pin.
Well, not to mention, you can't do that. Like, it's not like this is the first time we've had a Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match. The rules are clear. You can't have two of your team members be legal at the same time.
But the ref allowed it.
But the ref allowed it because
Given, like-
the WWE is written so fucking poorly.
Fair. Anyways, aside from that, like, it basically was obviously, what's the word I'm looking for? Predictable. Like, you knew one thing's going to happen, leading to everybody just spilling out of the ring, flying, because, you got three high flyers in there.
And it really sucked because, like, I like the primetime players. I seem to be the only person who likes the primetime players.
Okay, I like Titus O'Neil. I do not like Darren Young.
I'm a big mark for Titus O'Neil.
Like,
that man needs to be
I love
in,
his
like...
Clash of the Titus. I love his, like, side breaker. It's not even a backbreaker, it's a side breaker.
Oh,
and then he
do
just
you mean the spinning fuck you? What
Yeah,
I like to call the
basically,
spinning fuck you, when he goes for a spinning side slam, but he just tosses him.
Yeah, like after the side break thing that
Yeah.
he does. Yeah, that I love it. He's just like crack, chuck, next.
Yeah, just tosses him.
Yeah,
Like
he's just like,
nothing.
Yeah, just no fucks. Get
And
him.
I want to see him do that to like John Cena or like Seth Rollins.
Yeah, but let's save that until later.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about John Cena and Seth Rollins.
Yeah, next match.
Dolph Ziggler versus Rusev.
Okay, hold
Honestly-
on. Pause, please. There was a
Go for
man
it.
named Ziggler.
Yeah.
Dolph Ziggler, yes.
Carry on.
Okay, honestly, I actually
been a
really
wrestler for ages.
About- yeah, not ages, but a decent amount of time, 6 years maybe.
About that. And before
I'm
that,
not-
he was wrestling as, I believe it was Nikki from the Spirit Squad?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what
that
it was, yeah.
Yeah, he was wrestling as part of a five-man male cheerleading team in wrestling.
Yeah, which, only won one match, and that happened to be a tag team champion match.
Yeah,
Anyways, back to, recent date.
yeah.
I actually really like this match.
Ziggler and Rusev?
Because I love watching Ziggler perform. I love his, amazing DDT he does.
Oh, like the jumping delayed DDT?
Yeah.
I do like that as well.
I love that to death. The fact that he knocks you square on the top of your head. It's amazing. I love it to death. And, I was kind of hoping that Lana would put Summer Rae in an accolade instead of, what Rusev was predicting or proclaiming was going to happen.
So Summer Rae actually put Lana in the accolade?
No, none of that happened.
None of it?
No There was one accolade, and of course it was Rusev to Ziggler. There was no other accolade given.
Okay. So it
But
says on here that the match ended in a double countout.
Yeah, basically what happened is shit got a little out of hand, and I think it was just one brutal super kick or something happened, or just they all just started saying fuck this shit and let's just brawl,
Yeah.
and they both got counted out basically. Ziggler rolled in at right after 10 and said come on, I was here, da da da, blah blah. The ref's like, nah dude, nah bruh.
No, there were so many referee fuck-ups, but I will get to that.
Oh my god.
Oh god, we are gonna have we are gonna have a fucking meltdown when we get to this main event.
Yep. Not even the main event. Oh, yeah, it was the main event. Never mind.
It was the main event. Because the
Moving.
WWE World Heavyweight Championship match
Was not.
was not the main event. It came... Oh, I'm gonna get to it.
Yeah, next.
Next was my favorite match of the night. Steven Arnell and Neville versus Stardust and King Baron.
Okay, I have to say this before I even forget. I am thoroughly impressed with Steven Arnett.
Amazingly! Was he not, like...
First he does one amazing kick to, or was it a punch? I think it was a punch to Stardust and floored him.
Oh, yeah.
And then he did a kip up, which, face it, shit is not easy to do.
No.
And then, what? Flew off the top rope.
He flew off the top rope into the fucking, like, on the outside of the mat.
Yeah. He landed an Insiguri.
He really did.
Which, I'm just like, yes, please.
And that
like,
didn't look
get hired by
botched.
WWE, please.
Like, that didn't look botched. That didn't look anything. That looked like he had been practicing that move.
Or he legitimately just said, up, kick, done, yay.
Right?
Like, I'm not gonna lie, when I was talking with my family about Steven Arnell, or Steven Arnett, is it Arnell or Arnett?
Arnell.
Arnell?
Yeah.
And we were talking, he's like, oh, what if he did a finisher? He's like, oh, of course it's going to be called Green Arrow. And I'm like, well, you got Red Arrow, which is a top of the rope maneuver, which is an amazing flip. And
Yeah.
so I'm like, okay, Green Arrow. I'm like, that could be a submission move. And that would be cool.
That would be cool.
I'm like, if Neville ever did a submission move, call it the Green Arrow.
Oh, like the bow and arrow?
Yeah, basically.
Like a modified bow and arrow submission move.
Yeah. I'm like, call it the Green Arrow. Point set match. Yay. That'd be awesome.
Well, I mean,
Nope.
currently he's undefeated at SummerSlam, so... That's
And,
pretty wicked for me. And of course we got to see Neville do the Red Arrow, which I mark out for every time.
Yep. The Red Arrow's an amazing move.
You're doing a fucking corkscrew shooting star press.
Yeah, you're doing a clusterfuck of awesome in midair.
And he hits it, like, he lands it perfectly every time.
Yeah.
Which is
Unless,
good, because
know,
you land that wrong once,
Yeah, you're alright.
you're either crippled or dead.
Yeah. You're gonna break something.
Yeah.
What this something is, we won't tell you yet.
Because it hasn't happened.
Well, people have rolled out of the way, but he's never full on, landed wrong.
Right.
Anyways,
Ryback
that's really
versus
all
The
that-
Big Show and The Miz.
I'm slightly disappointed in this match. So I'm like, it could have been longer, it could have done a lot more than what it was in.
Yeah,
It-
5.5 minutes, that's not very long.
Yeah. Like, I kind of like the way it ended, but at the same time, I'm like, it should have ended so many different ways. Of course, we all predicted Miz rolling out of the ring, in the first second.
I actually predicted Miz to take this one.
I thought Miz was going to take it, warm his way back in at the last possible second and sneak in and win.
It actually would have been really cool if, you had Big Show knockout punch Ryback, and then, find a way for Miz to get Big Show either tied up or, out of the ring,
Yeah.
and then hit Ryback with the skull-crushing finale to pick up the win.
Yeah. Which, he did do the skull-crushing finale to Ryback after Ryback did a shell shock or a spine buster to Big Show.
Nice.
Which, given doing either one of those two to someone who is 400 plus pounds.
Oh,
not
yeah,
easy.
no, if you can pick up the Big Show, fucking kudos to you, because I can't.
Well, duh. I'm sorry. I look at freaking Ryback's neck muscles and I'm just like,
Yeah.
All my nopes.
He's
please.
fucking gross.
Yeah. Well, we won't mention his eating disorder, surprise.
Well, yeah.
But, still, it's incredible that he can do something like that and whatnot. And when Miz tried going for, 7 pins back-to-back between Big Show and Ryback, I'm like, dude, if they counted out at 2 and, a quarter the first time, it's going to gradually reduce, and they're going to stare at you and be like, you dumb shit.
Yeah.
Aside from that, nothing else really amazing in the match.
Nothing really stand out.
Yeah, nothing great.
Alright. Then we've got Jesus Christ, there are 10 matches
Mhm.
in this 4-hour fucking pay-per-view.
Mhm.
That's too much wrestling. 3 hours is too much wrestling. Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper. I have a problem with them calling them the Wyatt family.
So do I. A, they don't share the same name or the same last name. Sure.
Right. And
So
and
they're not a
B,
family.
there's no
Similarities.
no, what the fuck is his name?
Eric Rowan.
Eric Rowan. There's no
Yeah.
Eric Rowan. Eric Rowan was in the Wyatt family. You're
Like-
not the Wyatt family. Like, why aren't you calling
Honestly-
Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose the Shield?
Yeah, honestly, you'd rather bring Bo Dallas back with Bray Wyatt and be like, that's the Wyatt family, because, you know, they're cousins.
Right.
That's a family.
But, like,
Surprise.
Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose, they're also 2/3 of the Shield. Why aren't you just calling them the Shield?
Yeah. Aside from that, honestly, I think this was probably my favorite match of the night.
I never saw this match.
I loved this match. Like, it was exactly what you would expect.
Expect?
Expect.
Correct.
I know English. It's awesome.
Now, I have a question. Did Black Sheep come in?
That was Monday.
That was Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, that did not happen at SummerSlam.
Okay. I'm going to look up who that is.
They said it yesterday. I forgot his name already.
Well,
It
no,
begins with
I'm going
B.
to look up who he really is.
Okay, real name and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay, so in this match, it started out with Dean Ambrose and Luke Harper, and you already know these two have a feud together. Like, they've pulled out some insane matches, like the Chicago Street Fight, where they like screwed off for an hour and a half, then came back. You're like, hi, we're back, and here's the win.
Yeah.
Either way, whatever. So eventually, Bray Wyatt threw Roman Reigns over the French announce table, and you know Roman Reigns screwed off for a while. So it was just a 2-on-1 handicap match for a good 7 minutes, maybe.
Okay.
So during that time, freaking Dean Ambrose was getting everything handed to him, aside from a Sister Abigail or a discus clothesline or the boot,
Right.
whatever Luke Harper calls that freaking massive kick to the face.
Boot to the head.
Basically. And then, of course, like, Roman Reigns comes back, he's battered and bruised. But guess what? He gets a tag and, like, adrenaline rush. There's the friggin' steroids injected into you, and he almost basically cleans up.
Okay.
Tag in for Dirty Days, tag back in for a spear. There's your match. It was quite the physical match, and it was pretty good.
So this guy's name now is Braun Strowman.
Yep.
Uh,
Who looks butt fuck ugly.
he's 5th place in the 2012 Arnold Amateur Strongman World Championship.
Okay, that's honestly impressive.
He also competed in the Giants Live Poland event on July 21st, 2012, finishing in 7th place overall. That's it. That's everything.
And honestly, when I saw Braun Strowman, I thought my first initial thought is his friggin' nose. His nostrils are uneven, and that, I don't know why it irked me so much about him.
He is a beast of a fucking guy.
Yeah, like, he's a tank. Which, you know, like the Wyatt family really needs another tank.
Right.
You got Bray Wyatt, who's handled Dean Ambrose several times. Whether he won, whether he lost, you know, they still beat the living crap out of each other.
Right.
But yeah, like, having Braun there, I don't know what Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns are going to do against someone of that friggin' stature.
Alright, you ready to get pissed?
I do think there's still a Divas match before
No.
it went down. No?
No, you forgot that the Divas match is more important.
Oh, really? I thought... Oh, God, I thought it was
The
other way.
Divas match is more important than the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match.
Oh, my God.
So WWE World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins, which, by the way, that's a fucking mouthful, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
versus the United States champion, John Cena.
Juan
Cena? You know that was an actual thing, right?
Yep. So to summarize this in 3 words, without going into detail, which I will anyways, John screwed John.
Yeah.
And before this happened, it was an amazing match. I actually was getting greatly into this match. I'm like, the match is actually really good.
It was really, really good.
I'm like, they're actually going at it. Like, Seth Rollins is fighting fair for once. Like,
And I'm like, yeah,
complete
he's
100% fair.
like he's probably not gonna win, but fuck if I'm not like really loving the shit out of Seth Rollins right now.
Yeah, like, great kudos to both wrestlers in this match, because they were doing like 110%
Oh
all
yeah.
the way through. And then John picks up Seth for an AA. Seth hangs onto the top rope, pulls back, and guess who kicks the ref?
And yeah, and he
what's
fucking
the word?
kicks the ref.
What's the word? Like, unintentionally, that's it?
Yeah.
And, so he still sticks to the AA. You get a count of 7.
Yeah. The
Before
fucking
John's like,
audience counts to 7.
Yeah, before John gets up and he's like, oh, the fuck.
He's like,
And then-
I don't get it. Why hasn't he started counting? I'm like, dude, this is not fucking rocket science. You can tell that there hasn't been a ref in the ring.
Yeah. Like, and then Jon Stewart runs, and he's standing there with, like, this freaking problematic look on his face, like,
He
who do I
stands
hit?
there for a while.
Yeah. Now, for a while during this part, I'm like, okay, he's going to hit Seth Rollins. He's probably going to hit Seth Rollins, because, I think John, what the hell? Jon Stewart. I keep forgetting his last name, dear God, because then, I don't like him.
Yeah.
Was going to hit Seth Rollins because I thought he liked John Cena. Then for a while, I'm like, okay, he's going to hit John Cena. What the hell's going on? And eventually he hits John Cena, which floored me, but I kind of predicted it after waiting this long.
Well, yeah, it was after he waited for so long that I was like, oh, he's going to fucking hit John Cena.
Now, but before he hit John Cena, I'm like, he could hit both of them. That would be cool. Hit both of them.
That'd be interesting. Like, he really just wants like a SummerSlam moment, so he comes out with a chair and just smacks both of them.
Yeah, like, because, Seth was almost up completely when he hit John.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, if he knocks him in the gut with his chair and then knocks John back in the gut with the chair and then dips out of there like nothing happened. And then the ref comes in and is like, oh, why are you both on the ground holding your gut? Like, what happened? Did you both, like, drop kick each
What
other or
happened? I
something?
missed something after you fucking threw Seth Rollins' legs into my face.
Yeah, And then, of course, it all went downhill from there. Pedigree, I think.
Yeah.
And then, 1, 2, 3.
All of it was fucking horrible. Like,
But
that
now-
whole match was good
Until that.
until that
Yeah.
finish.
But now it's the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, U.S. Champion of the world, ting tang, walla walla bing bang, Seth Rollins.
Right?
Might as well give him the Divas Championship, because face it, Seth Rollins is one hell of a diva.
He is a super fucking diva.
I give him credit, though, for Monday Night Raw when he actually tried doing Triple H's Are You Ready? He did decent at it.
Can I just say that he's got more right to hold the Divas Championship than Nikki Bella does?
Exactly. But we'll get into that with
Oh,
this
actually,
match.
yeah, well, we will get into that right now. Team PCB, which, by the way, sounds like a fucking drug.
Yeah, no, because there's PCP.
Yeah.
There's PCP.
Paige, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch against Team Bella, Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, and Alicia Fox, and Team Bad, Beautiful and Dangerous. Naomi,
Now-
Sasha Banks, and Tamina Snuka.
Now, before we get deeply into this, I don't like Team Bad whatsoever. I hate all 3 of them. They call themselves beautiful, but face it, it's not beautiful.
They're all smugly.
Here's the thing. Team Bad stands more for busty, annoying, and dumb.
Yeah.
Put together who is who.
Okay, Busty's Naomi.
Yes, because she has the booty and she has the boobies.
Yeah. No, she got the beat that make your booty go clap.
Yeah.
Annoying?
Sasha Banks.
That would be Sasha Banks, yeah.
Because, I'm sorry, A, you're butt fuck ugly, and B, you run your mouth constantly.
God, at least she can
just-
wrestle.
Yeah, she can actually, like, she's okay in the ring. I'm not taking anything away from her, but, like, everything else about her, I'm like, dear God, please shut up.
Yeah.
And, you know, Tamina, downright a powerhouse. I'm not denying this. But,
Thick as pig shit.
yeah. Like,
Like, dang.
like, honestly, Tamina is like the female version of Cletus, if you remember who Cletus was from, like, 2005.
Dude.
Uh,
Wait, no, hold on. Are you talking about Cletus or Festus?
Festus, sorry.
Yeah.
The fucking derp to derp until he
Biscuits
gets
and
mad.
gravy. They made him a man.
Yeah.
Do you remember what he was before he was Festus?
Oh my God, it's on the. I don't remember, but I do remember him like wrestling before he was.
He was the fake Kane.
Yeah. Anyways. Back to the actual match. Overall, not bad. Like, not a general bad match.
Not horrible.
You know, I wish it was more of an actual elimination match, other than a team elimination match. Because, you know, A, it would have been longer, which would have been better. B,
Yeah, but at the same time, this is also like the third longest match on the card.
Yeah. And let's give credit to when, like, Becky Lynch was in there for so long by herself.
Oh,
She
Becky Lynch
hung
is great.
in there like a trooper, and she's amazing. She's adorable. She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Steampunk for the win.
Eh.
Well,
You know
in her
me, I'm
case,
not
she
really one
works
for the
it.
steampunk look.
Nor am I, but I like it on her. And I like that jacket too.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
given.
putting it out there. I love the jacket. And like the figure 8, of course, is amazing.
It is awesome.
Like taking something your dad did and reinventing it with, as she likes to say, a little bit of flair.
Yeah.
Which honestly is a great pun. She's utilizing it the best she can, and it works. You know,
I mean, I love the shit out of Charlotte.
Yeah. Like, doing it with flair is an amazing, punny thing you can do, and
Oh, yeah.
she utilizes it. Given, like,
This
to
next
me-
match was okay.
which match?
Kevin Owens versus Cesaro.
Oh my God! When this match started, I knew it was going to be physical, and I remember talking with Neil about this because, you know, if you're a wrestling fan, you always think of what you would be doing as a wrestler.
Oh yeah.
And because of SummerSlam, I was thinking of me doing European uppercuts.
Yeah.
And I just sat there going, ow, at just the thought. Given, for those of you who don't know, I'm not muscular in any sense of the word. I'm more bones.
Well,
So-
you are more muscular than literally anybody in this call.
Surprisingly, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because I don't know Zeratov. Yeah.
He is Ethiopian as shit.
Okay,
Okay.
you know that part where he called me an evil emperor earlier? Have you ever seen in those like fantasy stories that like rotted skeleton lich motherfucker?
Jafar.
No, like actual skeleton, like actual skeleton lich motherfucker.
So, you know, like the mummy,
Yeah, basically.
minus the power,
Excuse me, Wretch.
minus the magical power.
It's true. You do use mechs.
Fair enough. I can accept that.
Anyways, moving on. So, yeah, this
no,
match,
but-
physical as all hell.
Oh, super physical and also European uppercuts everywhere.
Yes. I loved the amount of European uppercuts. It was insane.
Did you see the half ring momentum?
Oh,
he
yeah.
like runs around the ring and then European uppercuts him into the barricade.
Yeah, am I the only one who's also impressed with, like, how he can basically springboard spin into a European uppercut?
He springboard spun and changed air. Like, changed direction in midair. That's
Yeah.
not physically possible.
And he still connects it. And, like, to me, I saw that, I'm like, yes, please, thank you. Woo.
Oh my god, yes. All of my, like, all
Yeah.
the twisty nipple freshness.
Like, I love Cesaro, but I love Cesaro by himself. When he's with Tyson Kidd, no. I don't like Tyson Kidd. I don't know why, he just irks me.
Oh my god, the fucking commentators reminded us that Tyson Kidd exists.
Yeah, But let's not go into Tyson Kidd, because this is between Cesaro and Kevin Owens.
And Kevin Owens. Which, by the way, we're not going to shit on Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I do like Kevin Owens. He's an amazing competitor.
He's
done
great.
So much in his 3 months, or however long he's been here. 3 months, 4 months, whatever.
Like, it's very clear that he's been learning. He's been doing what he's good at.
Yeah, he's been doing the do.
Yeah.
And,
he doesn't need to, like John Cena, come up with, like, springboard stunners. He's not a guy that does springboard stunners.
Yeah.
Although he does have a couple of high-fly moves.
Yeah, which is amazing for someone who's, like, what, 280?
Yeah.
And, like, he's so agile for someone of that weight. And it's amazing.
It's so true.
Like, he does a cannonball, which he basically does a running 180. And just, like, cracks his lower back into your face.
Yeah, no, he doesn't care about your face.
Ah, he will wreck it. At least he's not doing the Rikishi stink face.
That's true.
Because, I mean, like, let's face it, that's probably one stanky butt.
That is a stank ass.
Yeah. And of course, Cesaro's, like you mentioned earlier, running around the ring, uppercut into the barricade. Phenomenal.
Yeah, it was a really good match, and then Kevin Owens wins with the pop-up powerbomb.
Yeah, the pop-up powerbomb, which, to me, is an finisher.
You should see back when he was Kevin Steen. Like, look up some of his old matches. He used to do a package pile driver.
Okay.
And, oh, shit, dude.
That hurt.
That package pile driver looked like it fucking killed men.
I'll have to do that. But yeah, like, the pop-up powerbomb is, to me, like, It's basically just a higher, elevated, more momentum powerbomb, which, given, could still probably hurt any given guy. But, you know, it's not, like, anything phenomenal or unique, really.
Yeah.
Because anyone with the right strength can do that.
Now, we've been stalling.
And we're not talking stalling.
We're not stalling. We're just stalling.
Yeah.
Soviet Russia.
Oh god, I don't want to
Dead
talk
Man,
about this.
The Undertaker, and Brock Lesnar. I'm not going to try doing Paul Heyman on you guys.
Brock Lesnar!
I love that he does it. It's hilarious that he does that.
It literally is like the pallbearer for Brock Lesnar. Like, you almost wish that fucking Paul Bearer was still alive, just so him and fucking Heyman could cut a promo together.
Yeah, that'd be great. But anyways, honestly, great match.
Amazing match.
Like I remember you and I talking before this even was a thing. And we're like, you know, Undertaker's growing his hair back, he's getting his power back, that controls his power.
His hair is his power.
We were basically right in this match.
Oh, yeah.
Undertaker did amazing.
He was great. He
Like,
was going shot for shot with Brock Lesnar. You know, Brock
of the time.
Lesnar looked amazing.
Yeah. Undertaker cut open Brock.
Brock bladed, but...
Yeah. And
But-
then Hell's Gate happens.
Oh my god.
Brock gets out of it by slipping his arm out. Good job, Undertaker, for not having a good enough grasp on that arm.
Yeah, good job, buddy.
Moments later, a Kimura lock on the top rope. Undertaker gets out of it. Cool. Fast forward. Another Kimura lock. And the ref sees Brock's shoulders on the mat. So he counts 1, you hear the bell ring, and the ref's like, dude, the fuck, I only said 1, what are you doing?
And they're like, oh, we saw the Undertaker tap. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, you're not the one who makes the
Yeah,
call.
you're not the ref.
You're not the ref.
Suck a dick. So
Like,
he goes back.
I half expected to see the ref do the fucking, Sigourney Weaver's line from Galaxy Quest, where she's like, I have one job on this bloody ship, it's my job and I'm gonna do it.
Basically. Like, I love this ref to death. Freaking Charles is amazing.
Oh my god, dude, he fucking ripped into that guy.
Oh yeah, he's like, oh dude, he basically said you're a fucking idiot.
Like, that's
Let me
not
do
your
my
job.
Yeah. So anyways, he gets back to the action and Undertaker
hits him in the balls.
Yeah, Undertaker comes up, hits him in the balls, and does, I think, he gets another Hell's Gate, which to me, Brock Lesnar does one of the funniest things of the entire
He does
night.
one of the biggest babyface things ever.
He does an amazing babyface thing, but to me, it was hilarious. He flips Undertaker off and then passes out.
Because The Undertaker was going, tap, tap, I want to see you tap. And he does one of the best babyface things ever. He chooses to pass out, and
after
he chooses
flipping
to
off.
flip him off.
Which, side note, one does not simply flip off the Undertaker.
Not unless you're Brock Lesnar,
Right, who can stand toe-to-toe with him.
which can beat him.
Yeah,
Well,
which has happened, but due to a concussion.
It really, really sucked, in my opinion, that, like, I had to side with Paul Heyman and JBL on this one.
Yeah. See,
Like-
I do agree, Brock Lesnar should have won, but I do have to agree with the ref. The ref didn't see it. Suck a dick.
Okay. I agree with that. The ref didn't see it. That bell call was bullshit. It didn't count.
But Undertaker did tap, and even the ref, on a WWE Fallout interview, did admit to seeing Undertaker tap in the footage. But he's like, I know he did tap, but the point is, I didn't see it.
So it
make that
didn't
call.
happen.
Which
No,
is an
he-
amazing call by the ref.
Right.
Simply
amazing
amazing.
call by the ref, because, he just simply did his job. He didn't see it, you can't blame him.
Right.
So, I'm sorry to the half of the audience, the third of the audience that saw it. But,
Eat a dick.
Given I saw it happen, I saw Undertaker's hand moving, but when I saw that happening, I thought it was just one of those get me hyped, things that most wrestlers do in a submission hold. Cheer for me, let me get out of this type of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, he's just trying to do that. But then they reviewed the footage, I'm like, oh, he was okay.
Can I just mention right now that, this has nothing to do with wrestling. This has to do with my Binding of Isaac run.
Okay.
I am Guppy with
Destroyer World.
Rage. I have Curse of Darkness. I have number 1 technology, quad shot, Cricket's head, and everything looks like a fucking rave show.
That's awesome.
So I just I
Popping
have
in
a
LSD pill.
3-mile long boner right now. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
See it popping an LSD pill and just sit in and enjoy the ride.
Oh, fucking right.
But yeah, aside from, that bogus BS at the end of that match, that was an amazing match as well.
Isn't that how you could describe most of the matches in the WWE though? The match was really good, but the
Aside from
finish
stuff-
sucked.
Well, sometimes the finishing is okay. Sometimes.
Not most of the time.
I did say some. Bear with me.
I know you said some.
But yeah, to me, like I said, I loved the fact that Brock Lesnar flipped Undertaker off. I found that actually hilarious.
It was great.
I mean, given you knew Brock was going to tap out if he didn't flip him off, but he flipped him off and decided to black out, wake up 3 seconds later and be like, oh, the fuck?
And it was so great. It was such a babyface thing to do. It's very obvious that The Undertaker's a heel.
Mm-hmm. Suplex City is way too huge. I love the fact that SummerSlam does not censor Brock saying it 3 times. Suplex City, bitch.
Oh,
He's-
yeah.
3
And
times
I'm
he
gonna
says it
kill
in his
you?
match. Yeah.
He says that a lot.
Yeah, he says, I'm going to kill you. And then he says, Suplex City, bitch, 3 times. No censoring.
None.
I'm like, okay, kudos to WWE for basically dropping your balls on a pay-per-view event.
Although,
Do
to be fair, I wouldn't censor Brock Lesnar either.
Fair enough. I mean, hey, he returned, almost beat Seth Rollins, and then got friggin' suspended indefinitely for 3 months. Then returns back, I'm here for my title shot again, derp, 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 derp.
I'm
Which,
still waiting for him to kill Seth Rollins.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for that. Actually happen, Undertaker, okay, I was discussing this with my family. as much as I love The Undertaker to death,
Fuck him.
Growing up, he was my favorite.
Right now, fuck him.
Yeah. Right now, fuck him. Anyways, so I'm saying, like, when he goes, his last match needs to be a casket match when he loses.
Yeah, I agree.
Just for symbolism.
Mm-hmm.
Basically,
Someone needs to bury The Undertaker.
Yeah, either bury it alive match or a casket match. Either one of those would be great.
Yeah.
Like, even have Kane come back and be like...
I think Kane needs to be the one to do it.
Yeah.
Because not
Kane,
only would that add
Triple...
legitimacy back into Kane's character...
Yeah.
But it would be
Deeper
a really good send-off for The Undertaker.
Yeah, either Kane, Triple H would be fine with me. Because, you know, those two have a history. HBK is not going to do it, as much as I would like to. He's not.
No, it's never going to happen, because those two don't get along.
Yeah. Those two have had some of the best matches I can remember.
But they don't like each other.
Yeah. And, like, I can't think of anyone else who I'd want to see put away Undertaker for good.
No, I only have one, and that's Kane.
Well,
Yeah.
I would say Hulk Hogan, but I don't think he's allowed to be mentioned in WWE.
Who?
Which
I don't know.
Finally, I got something I can add to this conversation.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Who, motherfucker?
The Fuck.
Who, motherfucker?
The
Who?
Fuck.
Yeah,
WWE.
we all... Let's not go into details about Hulk Hogan.
No, fuck it. We're gonna do this live. I just finished my Isaac run. We're gonna do this live. My fucking podcast ain't no pussy shit.
Alright.
So here's how this shit goes down. Back in the fucking dark ages, Hulk Hogan had a sex video illegally released online.
We have confirmation that the subject is speaking of the unclean one commencing termination.
Right? Fuck you, WWE, you cocksuckers.
And this is when a red dot will appear on Kara's forehead, followed by a huge bang, and then a drop.
Basically.
Now,
Sorry about that, Kira.
in this... When relating to this sex tape, inside the sex tape, he comments on his daughter dating a black man, and uses a lot of N-words.
It was a...
Now, but when we say N-words, we're not talking about the slang words many people use. We're talking there is a hard R in this word. Which, in most cases, well, not most, all cases, is heavily frowned upon.
Yeah,
unless you're of that nationality.
It is, like, it's the hard... Like, Liam, you can say... You're half black, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you can say it.
We don't know, but
I can, in fact, say the word nigger, and I find it really funny how you're all dancing around it.
Well, it's like, I just don't want to... I don't want to get angry fucking comments who are just like, oh, you said nigger. Like, no,
Fair
okay,
enough.
there we go.
Like, okay,
Da-da-da-da-da.
no. Like, you've made it very clear you care about being sensitive about the issue, so given that, if anyone's still gonna get mad...
Yeah, fuck you guys.
Yeah, pretty much.
So he says the word nigger, and he says it a lot.
Yeah. And then he gets an interview a while back and basically straight up says he is a bit racist. Yada yada yada. I'm still going to dance around the word because I don't give a shit.
Right.
And then, because, you know, this was done years ago. And then WWE's like, oh, you did this? We're gone. Bye.
Now, the WWE does not just break their contract off with Hulk. Like, that would be fine. Okay, you don't want to associate in the PG era with somebody who's using racial slangs, whatever. Okay.
Oh, it was like 20 plus years ago.
But okay, fine. It's the PG era.
Yep.
But they get rid of all of his... Like, you can't search. I dare you guys, while you're listening to this podcast, to go to WWE.com right now and try to search Hulk Hogan. You can't do it.
Is gone.
Everything is
stripped
gone.
him out of the Hall of Fame.
They ripped him out of the Hall of Fame. They took away all of his merchandise.
They probably went to his house and, like, took everything away from him that was WWE.
They fucking repossessed his soul. They kicked his son in the nuts. I don't care. I want to spread shit about them.
And basically said, you're done fucked up. You're asking for this.
As though he were Chris Benoit.
You know, they basically Benoit him. Now, I would like to remind everybody I'd like to inform everybody who isn't a wrestling fan and has somehow stuck along with this podcast for as long as they have, that Chris Benoit murdered his wife and son, 7-year-old son, and then committed suicide.
Yeah.
This is a man who murdered his family. That's a guy you don't talk about.
Yeah.
Right.
But given while in the ring, he was phenomenal.
In the ring, he was one of the greatest
I
competitors
stand by that 110%.
ever to lace up a pair of boots.
I am a fan of his career, not a fan of the man himself.
I'm a fan of Chris Benoit, the character.
Yes.
Yeah. Which to me is the same for me with Hulk Hogan. I liked Hulk Hogan as a character. Given what he did off of WWE property is all him.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about
That's
Terry
his
Bollea.
work.
Let me put it to you like this. If there was never a Hulk Hogan, John
There'd basically be
Cena
no WWE.
would not be as big as he is today.
There would probably
That is
be
my
no John
theory.
Cena.
Correct.
John Cena's
Cena is the modern day Hulk Hogan.
John
and
Cena's
by-
icon was Hulk Hogan, I believe.
Because hustle,
agree.
loyalty, respect was
Yeah.
born out of say your prayers, eat your vitamins.
Basically.
You know, what you gonna do, brother, turned into you can't see me.
Yeah.
They wearing the giant scarf and the yellow everywhere turned into John Cena with his
Merchandise out the ass.
with his merchandise out the ass. Because Hulk Hogan was always like that. I don't give a fuck about Terry Bollea. I love Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
But is this really the straw that broke the camel's ass?
Apparently so.
Because-
which is terrible.
I have to ask a question. Did nobody consider throwing Hulk Hogan out after he rubbed suntan lotion on his daughter's naked ass? Did nobody consider throwing him out when his son killed a bunch of people in a car crash?
You know, that's his son and not him. Hurt derp to derp.
Hard-to-dur-to-dur-to-dur. Although it was fucking leaded back to him because Hulk was the one who taught him how to drive. Good job there.
Yeah, like fucking Chinese man.
Like,
Dun-dun-dun-dun, stereotypes.
and again, okay, we're going to talk about racism, right? Let's kick everybody out of the WWE that is related to racism. So, someone explain to me why Donald Trump is still in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, really. Because, he shaved his head. Like, he got Mr. McMahon's head shaved.
He did. Which was funny at the time.
Yep, Bobby Lashley. Yay, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Don't forget that, if I remember correctly, even Vince McMahon said some racial slurs.
Vince McMahon has said a lot of racial
Given
slurs.
though that I had to pay attention to it, and he didn't like those lines at all, but he was just following the script.
He wrote the script.
Well,
He's Mr. McMahon.
Plot twist.
If he looks at a line and doesn't like it, you know what he can do as the owner of the company? Tell them to rewrite it.
Yeah.
Or improvise. Because if he improvises and people are pissed off at it, who's going to fire Vincent Kennedy McMahon? Nobody.
Junior.
Junior. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Is Vincent Kennedy McMahon Sr. going to
Shane's
fire him
still
from
alive?
the grave?
Still there somewhere?
I'm just
Shane
saying, he's-
has fucked off. And I
Yeah.
don't blame him at all.
I
I would-
wouldn't blame him either, because, to be completely honest, I don't enjoy WWE anymore.
I don't
Bring
either.
back the attitude.
Yeah, like, I honestly
This is
love
not
Shane.
attitude. This is the young and the breastless, is what it is.
Well, it depends on who you're talking about.
Unless
'cause,
you're Nikki
in
Bella
France-
and you've got 3 pounds of silicone. in
Well,
your
if she
titties.
makes her own wrestling channel, I'd be down for that.
Oh, dude, you can have that wrestling channel because Nikki
TNA.
Bella sucks.
Yeah. Like, Brie Bella, I'm fine with. Nikki, no.
I'm not good with either of them.
Brie, to me, is tolerable.
Brie to
That's what-
me is tolerable until she does the whole Brie mode thing because I
Yeah.
actually know what Brie mode means.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's turning Texan and wearing boots with a nickel in it while wearing slacks.
Neo, shut up.
I don't get it.
Long story.
Okay.
Inside jokes.
But no, Bree
Tune into the
mode.
channel, you'll find out.
Bree mode is the term that she uses on Total Divas when she gets gonzo fucking drunk and starts acting like a total slut.
Gotcha. See, I don't watch Total Divas. I wouldn't know that.
No, so like if you watched it, you would think Bree mode is like her power up. It's like Brie Bella's Super Saiyan.
Yeah, she ate the one-up shroom and just ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, she's like ow, ow, ow. Like she just turns into like this big beast. It's beast mode, right? It sounds like Bree mode, beast mode, except it's not.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
It's drunken slut mode.
Yeah. Now, while we're on the topic of Nikki and Bree, I'm gonna mention something about Alicia Fox.
She sucks?
She sucks, first of all, but the fact that she basically took a bit of Nikki's wardrobe and a bit of Bree's wardrobe and twisted it to her. She took Bree's hat, she took Nikki's, like, booty shorts, and, like, Bree's top, and ta-da, she's a Nikki. Or she's a fucking Bella.
Yeah.
Or dirt.
Well, they needed a third person on their team, so it's like Team Bella, Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, and Alicia Fox.
And Bella
Alicia Bella.
And Alicia Bella. Alicia Fox Bella. Fox Bella. Bella Bella.
Like...
She's not there.
Yeah, no.
She doesn't exist. She's there as a third member.
Like, for the first while, like, when Alicia Fox was by herself and she had, like, the Fox hood.
Oh, that was cute.
I'm like, okay, I like you. You're adorable. Like, you're decent at
Does
what
anybody
you do.
remember how Alicia Fox originally came into the WWE?
I totally forgot.
I actually remember. She was the wedding planner for Edge and Vicky Guerrero's wedding.
Oh,
that
wow.
Edge ended up cheating on Vicky with.
Hold on. Edge went from Vicky to Lita, right? Or was it the other way?
No, Edge went, kayfabe from Lita to Vicky.
Oh, God.
Which, wow, talk about, like, 2 steps forward and 8 steps back off a cliff.
Yeah, like, Lita back in the... What? Yes, please. All my yes.
Like, don't get me wrong. Okay, I'm not as big into Lita as most people are. I'm a Mickey James guy. Or girl.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Did you... Real quick.
I fucked up my own pronouns. That's awesome.
Did you know Mickey James is a country singer?
Yes, I did. Did you know she did porn?
Yes.
Yep.
Did you know the fact that I hate country music? So, there's that too.
See, I like country music. I've never heard her music before, though.
She has the country twang out the ass.
Oh, I should listen to her. Now, don't start saying those racial slurs there.
That's not a racial slur. I'm not revving a
Suspect
chainsaw.
confirmed guilty of racism, commencing complete identity annihilation.
Yeah, no, I'm not working for the WWE. Fuck that noise.
I'm not revving a chainsaw. I'm playing a banjo. It's a difference.
I'm not doing that. So I think it's about time we started talking about something geeky, so that maybe, just maybe, Lord Zuratoth can enter the conversation.
Okay, you want to know what? While we're here, then, all 4 of us. How about this? We talk about what we were doing in Honey Pop.
Oh God, no.
Oh, what? You don't want to talk about our challenge that we had, which
The
eventually
first rule
became
about
fruitless?
Popo's training.
For the first rule about Honey Pop challenges, you don't talk about Honey Pop challenges. Actually, I did have something that I kind of wanted to bring up.
Go on.
Did you know they're working on a sequel for Fantastic Four?
Yes. Again?
You mean the new Fantastic Four?
Yes, they're not working on a reboot. Apparently, they're, like, fully working on a sequel.
Like a legit actual...
Sequel to the
Fantastic
one that
Four
just
2.
came out.
The one that bombed even worse than the original 2.
Yes.
Honestly, okay, it's Fox, right? It's Fox that owns this?
It's Fox.
Okay, so clearly what Fox's position here is they will die before they
Fox
let
fucked up.
the MCU studio give us a decent Doctor Doom.
Fox fucked up.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
It's
Fox
one of those things
fucked
where they
up.
really don't
Fox
want to give up
fucked
the license.
And they don't even care about making a good movie as long as nobody else gets it.
Yeah. It's
And
picking up your ball and going home, and then coming out the next day and whipping your ball in my fucking window.
Yep. Except now it's covered in shit. And
Yeah.
then when it bounces off the window back to them, they yell they're going to come back with more shit.
Yeah.
And more balls.
And the sad part is, like, there's nothing you can do to stop it.
Nope.
The only thing
Like-
that I can do is not go.
Yeah.
Which
Like,
I
the
didn't
only-
go to see this one.
Neither did I. Like, the original Fantastic Four, we know Jessica Alba and whoever else was in that movie.
And Captain America.
Yeah, Thor, you know.
Was Thor in there?
No.
No,
it was
that
just
was-
Captain America.
No, it was Captain America. Like, the guy who plays Captain America now.
I was making a joke.
I know, I was just like,
Okay.
I was making a reference to something.
I wasn't. But, you know, back... That first one, I actually liked that first one.
I liked it too, actually.
Of course, I'm not talking about Jessica and Alba stripping, but, you know, that contributes greatly.
Oh man, fuck that movie for giving us, like, a tease of half-naked Jessica Alba for the whole movie.
Yeah, really.
And thank you for Jessica Alba mods for Skyrim. So good.
Really?
Videl will never be the same.
Let's not talk about Skyrim, because, you know, I'm not going to be in that conversation.
Look,
Because I have...
like, the first films were tolerable. Like, the four themselves were exactly about how I expected. Decent, mediocre.
It
But-
felt like a comic book movie. It was silly.
Yes
Yeah.
and no, because a comic book movie requires a bit more, like, comic booky stuff, and Nostalgia Critic made a really good point when he pointed out how nothing happens in that film.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he does
That-
give a
that-
good
no.
point, but they kind
No,
of
that doesn't
made up
make it
for
bad.
that with Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Yes and no, there's different flaws with that one. But you're right, they made up for that one. They made up for that flaw, yes. There was a lot more stuff.
Yeah.
It was just, you know, written really shittily. But no, the big problem I have with Fantastic Four films, and this is definitely my personal gripe, this is not a movie criticism,
Right.
is they keep fucking up Marvel's coolest villain really hard.
Yeah.
Like,
It's just really hard to live action somebody like that.
it is. It really is. Like, especially because his origin story is really elaborate. In order to make him awesome, it takes his elaborate origin story where, in addition to having the suit and being a genius, he's also a wizard and king of his nation.
Mm-hmm.
And that's an awful lot to cram into a movie that's not even supposed to be about him. So it's understandable why. But this is why I think that, say, having the Fantastic Four in the MCU would make more sense, because they could just be like, okay, we're going to take 2 whole movies to do this. First movie will be introduce the Fantastic Four and have them fight a different villain, and then the second movie will be Doctor Doom. Fantastic Four 2 will be the grand intro of Doom. Presto bingo, great first movie for the Fantastic Four, where they get more screen time, where they're having to shove the villain in right next to them. The villain can just be any big monster that shows up, and they fight it, they get the Baxter building set up. Hooray, the world is saved. Instead, twice, they've made the same mistake of trying to shove Doom and the Four's intros into the same film and ruining both.
Yeah.
When the
Valid
Four have a
point.
lot of potential
Yeah.
to do some really good comedy, the same way the Avengers do, as like that whole back and forth team,
Yeah.
Doom has the potential to be legitimately not only terrifying but charismatic, because a lot of the good story arcs in the comics about him focus on how he's really close to being a good guy, and that's a really scary part of him.
Yeah. I'm still looking forward to seeing Deadpool.
Yeah, that one. Like this, if they manage to fuck this one up, it'll be a lot more impressive, because it's a lot harder to fuck up a pure comedy character. Just
Yeah.
keep him the same kind of funny, and they even have an example. The Deadpool game was not amazing, but you know what it didn't do? It didn't fuck up Deadpool.
No.
So just do what the game did, and you can't fail. It may not be amazing, but you can't fail.
Especially with Ryan Reynolds.
Mhm.
Because, okay, like, people can shit on Green Lantern all they want.
It's
That
not
wasn't
his fault.
Ryan Reynolds' fault. That was horribly written.
And may I point something in with Ryan Reynolds shit?
Sure.
Remember back months ago he got hit by a car back in Vancouver?
I believe so, yeah.
But then he playing out said he's perfectly fine, but everyone still gave a shit for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
If the dude said he's perfectly fine, drop it.
Yeah.
He's fine. You don't have to carry on. You don't have to send him get well cards, which he probably received millions of.
But people love to get worked up over stupid, useless shit. Why do you think Tumblr exists?
Ho ho.
See, but that's Tumblr. That's not,
No, but
reality.
It's an
Get at me,
example,
Tumblr friends.
It's an example of a common behavior with humans. People get worked up over stupid shit.
And by people, you mean teenagers.
That's what I said. Everyone knows the human race is
Teenagers aren't people.
No, teenagers are the only people. Everyone knows the human
Yeah,
race.
no. You don't know how they feel, though.
They don't.
They don't
Feed off
feel.
Starbucks.
They talk about how they have the feels, but they don't have the feels.
Yeah, they feed off Starbucks and friggin' like what?
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Starbucks. They feed off macchiatos, they feed off Tumblr, and they feed off cell phones. What else do they do? Oh yeah, underage sex. Sorry, I forgot about that.
Oh,
What
and
else do
weed.
they do? Nothing. Okay, moving on. Sorry, I used to be a teenager once, but guess what? I was not like that. Why? Because I was something called taught better. Did I hit a sensitive nerve in the audience? I don't care.
I could also talk about another movie that's totally getting a sequel.
Good change of subject.
Let's see, Beetlejuice. They're still talking
wait for-
about Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Let's wait until we talk about Beetlejuice. What do you got to say, Kira?
What I gotta say is, Last Airbender.
Okay,
so Beetlejuice.
I can't wait. I would love
Either
to see it.
Yeah, and I would love if they bring back the original cast, but I'm not gonna lie, I would not be surprised if Michael Keaton says, eh. 'Cause what has Michael Keaton done in the last 5 years?
He's still a thing?
Exactly my point.
Okay, so it's not going to be just me for once to say who's Michael Keaton.
Like, Michael Keaton to me is basically Bruce Willis.
Which is like, who?
Exactly. Like, what have you done relevant in the past 5 years? Given Bruce Willis has done the Red movies, which I actually liked. Red 2 and, Red 1 and Red 2 I liked. They were funny, they were good. Mostly because of John Malkovich, but, Bruce Willis was in it, so I have to give him credit.
Well, it's gonna have Winona Ryder in it.
Yeah, which I love how she dropped the bomb. She's like, she's like, well, what I can say is, it's happening. Dun, 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 dun. Ding.
So I'm actually looking up Michael Keaton right now, what he was recently in. Oh, Jesus.
Watch, IMDb is just gonna say who.
Yeah, just IMDb just has this big thing that says who.
URL error.
The
Error 404.
Minions.
404.
He was in Minions.
He was Walter Nelson, whoever the fuck that is, in Minions. Need for Speed. The RoboCop reboot.
Oh my
wow.
god.
Black Ops 2. The Other Guys.
Yeah.
And the last thing good that he was in was Toy Story 3. He played Ken.
Oh my god.
Unless, of course, you count Birdman or The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance.
So anyways, who?
Who? He was
Poor
also
guy.
in another version of Noah.
Right. So in other words, he hasn't done anything successful.
No.
Let's hope that if he does go for Beetlejuice 2, he does something right.
Let's look at
He's
Bruce
Beetlejuice.
Willis. Because I'm a
Because
little...
basically, who else can do Beetlejuice aside from Michael Keaton?
He made the character.
Exactly.
I'm okay with seeing a new actor.
Like, to me, freaking Michael Keaton and Beetlejuice is like Heath Ledger and Joker.
Yeah.
As my heart sighs again.
Like, they fused that
Such
character.
a nerdgasm for that character. The
Like what?
whole movie, every time I watched The Dark Knight.
Like, didn't Heath Ledger actually go mental?
Because of it, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a rumor that that's what happened, but it's unconfirmed.
Yeah. Like, if it is true, and he played the role that well that he legitly just went, I'm gone, like, bye-bye sanity, then that's how you know you've done that role.
Even Jack Nicholson, I remember hearing, went up to him and says, you be very careful with that character. Because if you're going to try to be him, it more than likely will consume you.
Yeah. Like, one does not simply be the Joker without going at least twitch at least once.
Now, this might actually make Dan very happy. Or Neo, sorry.
Yeah, you know,
Tomato,
we've already...
tomato. I'm on your channel.
Yeah, I've said your name.
I'm sure they've heard my real name before.
Ash versus Evil Dead.
I can't wait.
It's a
I've been
TV
seeing it.
series of Evil Dead with Bruce Campbell.
With Bruce Campbell in the lead.
And the whole joke is that he's washed up, right?
Well, yeah,
but
basically.
That's his best role to me. He loves to play that I don't give a fuck. Stop coming to me to try and save the day. It's not my job. Save yourself. But you know what? Since no one else is doing it, fuck it. This is something I've seen from Bruce Campbell in many of his movies. Like, i.e., Bubba Hotep, or My Name is Bruce. Actually, an example.
Does anybody have any other...
I love Bruce Campbell as an actor. I've loved him since I first watched Evil Dead. I loved him even more when I first saw him in Xena playing Autolycus. Who's Autolycus? The King of Thieves.
I remember freaking Xena Warrior Princess.
Does anybody else have any
Nerdgasm?
any nerd things that they would like to talk about?
What else is going on?
In the world of nerd.
In the world of nerd.
So Honey Pop, right?
Dude, fuck your Honey Pop shit. We're not talking about this crap.
We totally could.
I can sum it up. The challenge was, you're not allowed to upgrade yourself. You're not allowed to. No, we were allowed to talk to the girls.
Yeah, you were allowed to talk to them, you just couldn't upgrade your traits until you slept with 3 of the girls.
Right.
Let's just say that shit took almost a week.
Oh, yeah.
Anger, frustration, and a shit ton of curse words.
There were
until
so many curse words.
I finally got that achievement and, like, freedom rang upon me.
Fucks I didn't give.
Like, dear God. Forgive me for I have sinned.
Right?
Oh, took forever. Fuck. Pissed me off.
Oh.
Honey Pop, if you haven't seen it,
Great channel. Markiplier's doing it too. If you don't know who Markiplier is, you live under a rock.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have something I could talk
don't
about.
forget Jacksepticeye.
Yeah. I do have something I can talk about, which I don't think many people actually know.
Okay.
Now, for those of you who don't know, Mortal Kombat 10 or X or whatever it is that came out for the Xbox One and the PS4 a while ago, is having troubles backporting to the PS3 and the 360.
Okay.
Of course, most people are pissed off about this, upset about this, blah 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 blah, for whatever reason. And you know, I'm actually good friends with people who work at EP Games down where I work. So I was asking about this, like, okay, like, what exactly is the whole whoop-de-fuck about it? And they literally told me, like, the graphics and the detail are that amazing that it can, like, the PS3 and the PS4, or PS3 and 360 cannot handle it. So they're trying to basically nullify the Mortal Kombat X enough so that those two systems can handle it, and they haven't, like, passed that yet, which is why they keep pushing back the release date. So for all you Mortal Kombat fans that are waiting for that to backport to the PS3 and the Xbox 360, it's eventually going to happen. I can't tell you when. As even the people at EB Games have told me, as a friend, not even as a worker, you honestly are probably better off just saving up or trading in and getting yourself one of those two new systems, just so you can like witness all the awesome. There.
Yep.
Well, there you go.
You
I
guys
myself haven't made it to the newer systems yet, besides the Wii U.
Yeah, the Wii U's as new as I'm gone.
Yeah, the Wii U's about as good as I've gotten as well.
Yeah, like I'm probably not going to go into PS4 or Xbox One, because I'm PC and I'm Nintendo.
If I do go to another one,
I'm probably PS4.
The problem I
it'll
have
probably
with
be PS4.
Actually, that brings up a good YouTube conversation there. The problem I have is I don't see myself ever playing, like, Let's Playing, reviewing anything Nintendo-oriented. I mean, look at Angry Joe. Look at it, like... Only someone like the completionist could probably do Nintendo.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, Nintendo's not one of those things that you Let's Play unless you're in for the long run.
Mm-hmm.
Not just that, but, like... I'm talking about, like, the problems that the YouTubers themselves with the licensing
Yeah.
agreement.
Oh, yeah, that's a very good point.
Like, that's
How
my
they just
issue.
kept getting flagged. It's like, I don't want to put myself in that position.
Yeah. Like, so I can drop this. I've been trying to get Pokemon Fire Red to go with me for a while now, aside from other technical difficulties I've been having. Of course, Nintendo has been butt-fucking everybody that does anything Nintendo-related, aside from a certain group of people on YouTube who do Pokemon content as their entire channel. People like The King Nappy, Shady Penguin, A-Drive. I can go on.
Yeah, they haven't fucked over Chugga Conroy yet either, but they have.
Yeah.
They have put a stop to Josh Jepson's. He was originally going to do a Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon Let's Play, and he's a Nintendo ambassador.
Yeah, he's Nintendo to the core.
Like he's actually a representative
Yeah.
of Nintendo,
Yeah,
and they
he's
won't
been-
let him do Let's Plays of Nintendo games.
Yeah, he's been to Nintendo HQ in America, but
Yeah.
that's like, and for someone of that caliber to still not be able to do that, that's basically telling you how butthurt Nintendo is that people are actually seeing their content for no price.
Oh yeah,
Like,
it's
sorry,
not
Nintendo.
conceivable.
Like, if you don't want to do that, suck it up, or simply don't release your games.
Yeah, like if you don't want people to enjoy your games, I'll be honest with you, you don't have to make games.
Yeah, like, because people sharing your content is literally them expressing how much they like, or in some very rare cases, dislike your content. They're just spreading.
Okay,
Sorry.
I've got to step in.
Yeah,
Now,
go ahead.
You're all right.
Proceed.
You're all right. I just want to give some context as to the details of why you're right and how it's a bit more complicated than all that. But you are still right. Nintendo's making a big mistake.
Right.
The thing is, it's based on Nintendo's greatest strength is also becoming its greatest weakness here. And its greatest strength is that the Nintendo core, like way back in ye old ancient Nippon, Japan, is run by the same core group of people that have always run it. And
Given
on its
the
good-
two deaths.
And on its good half, this gives us people like rest in peace Iwata, Miyamoto, and like that core group who do the game half, and they've been doing it forever, and they're doing fantastic, right?
Right.
This gives us a lot of good games. They are not, I'm not going to say best friends, but they are very close with the same core investors, the same group of rich Japanese businessmen that have been backing the company basically forever. So, when those guys get really uncomfortable about this weird American web sharing site that doesn't even require a paid account the way Nico does, and all these people who are putting the content up for their games to see, their games from their point of view because they pay for the company, that's the kind of thing that would prompt them to send like a top-down, no, stop this now. Now, it doesn't mean they're right. They're a bunch of old, out-of-touch Japanese men who don't really get what's going on. But
What is Facebook?
that's just the thing. They're not evil or idiots, they're just old and out of touch. So it's not the same thing as, like, active corporate idiocy blunders.
It's like spawn of Satan bullshit.
Precisely. It's just, like, not only a culture gap, but a generation gap. And it really
Just
sucks.
unfortunately, it doesn't just affect them, it's affecting us too.
It affects us, and that's what sucks so much. And you guys have full right to, of course, keep bitching at Nintendo as a whole. But I just thought you and whatever audience listens to this should probably have the context that it's certainly not people like Miyamoto or Reggie to blame for this. They're great guys.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not saying that there's no reason why they're doing it. Like, of course they probably do have the reason, like you just mentioned. But it's the fact, like, of course, like, the older Japanese men who don't really know the internet, you hand them a keyboard and they're like, what game am I playing? That's basically what they're going to think. Stereotypes. Yay.
What I was laughing at before is, like, you saying that they should just give up video games as a whole. It's like thinking, yeah, you should give up games as a whole and give that part of gaming back to Sega, so that way Sonic 06, Sonic Boom, never happens again.
Yeah. Thank you, Sony.
I'm hoping that maybe, like, Sega does well enough as a third-party company to become a first-party company again.
Yeah, like what? The last two things that they done well for Sonic was Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations.
Both of which were awesome.
Precisely my point. But then Sonic Boom became a thing.
Then Sonic...
Sonic Boom goes the dynamite. There goes the market crashing.
Sonic Boom Boom Boom,
that's what
I
it
want
was.
you out of my room.
I had to think for a moment because I was going to say the Archfiend, who's
Sonic Boom Boom
cool.
Pow.
Who's a cool guy as himself, but it's Alpha Omega Sin. I think that's the YouTuber.
Oh yeah, he's
Alpha
awesome.
Omega Sin. He posted a video stating, talking about Sega, how they actually have a plan for the next 4 years, and they're going to release it. I don't know if it was supposed to be released. They're supposed to release a tidbit at E3 that passed, or it's a little bit later than that. I'm going to have to view the video, and I'll link it in the next time I come around.
Like,
But they have a plan to actually step ahead of the game to be one of the A-list games again. So
I'm hoping.
my fingers are crossed, man. I'm hoping for another Phantasy Star reboot.
That'd be nice.
And while we're on the topic of, video games, like most of this podcast will now be, I already forgot the name of it, but basically, the Microsoft and Rare, they're releasing 30 games in one disc. Like all the old games.
Oh!
Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie,
Yes, this has already been released. The Rare Collection?
Yeah, or whatever they actually have it called. I don't think it's blatantly called Rare Collection. But yeah,
No,
like...
I think it's actually... Yes, no, Rare Replay.
That's it. Rare Replay. Thank you, Rare, for doing something right, of releasing, two of the greatest platformers ever known to man. I don't care what anybody says, because I know half the people on YouTube agree with me, that Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie were phenomenal.
So, okay. So, in chronological order, here are all of the games that you can find on Rare Replay. Jetpack, Lunar Jetman, Attic Attack, Saber Wolf, Underworld, Night Lore, Gunfight, Slalom, RC Pro-Am, Cobra Triangle, Snake Rattle and Roll, Solar Jetman, Digger T-Rock, Battletoads, RC Pro-Am 2, Battletoads Arcade, Killer Instinct Gold, Blast Corps, Banjo-Kazooie, Jet Force Gemini, Perfect Dark, Banjo-Tooie, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Grab by the Ghoulies, Cameo,
Sorry.
Perfect Dark Zero, Viva Pinata, Jetpack Refueled, Viva Pinata, Trouble in Paradise, and Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Nevermind. We
Well,
don't talk about that one.
See, here's the thing about Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Nevermind, as you called it. Surprisingly, when I was watching a brief history of Banjo-Kazooie, as you can see probably on the Game Theory, Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts actually got surprisingly good reviews.
They did. You know what also got surprisingly good reviews? Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. Some people decide to call back their shit.
Fair point. But yeah, like,
All
obviously
of these games you can get on Rare Replay.
obviously you heard on Neo, like, fangasm when he heard Conker's Bad Fur Day. For those of you who don't know, Conker's Bad Fur Day was an iconic N64 title that, you know, is,
That
well,
got
iconic.
imported to the X. Was it the Xbox? I think it was still
360.
the Xbox.
360, yeah. You know, thanks to Microsoft for buying out Rare. You dick.
Although, like, they bought out Rare, and then, like, as a way to say, look, we're sorry for, like, you know,
Upsetting the world.
we're sorry
of
for
90
upsetting
kids.
the world. Here's 30 games on one disc.
All of which basically came from the 90s. Aside from, you know, Viva the Faggots. I mean, sorry, Viva Pinata. I'm sorry, Viva Reba.
Jetpack, Lunar
go on.
Jetman, Attic Attack, Saber Wolf, Underworld, Night Lord, Gunfight, Slalom, RC Pro Am, and Cobra Triangle were all in the 80s. Perfect
bet.
Dark, Banjo-Kazooie, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Grab by the Ghoulies, Cameo,
Perfect
Perfect Dark Zero,
Dark
Viva Pinata, Jetpack
Zero.
Refield, Viva Pinata, Trouble in Paradise, and Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts were all from the 2000s.
Banjo-Kazooie and
It's not the
Banjo-Tooie were
original-
2000s.
It's not
Bit-
the original Dark, Perfect Dark.
Actually, Banjo-Kazooie was made in 1998. Banjo-Kazooie 2 and Nuts and Bolts were made in the 2000s.
Yeah, Banjo-Tooie was 2008. Banjo-Kazooie, no wait.
Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts was
Do
2008.
you want me to pull out
Banjo-Tooie was
Banjo-Kazooie for you?
2000.
Yeah.
I could do that. I have it here.
I actually have the list right here and the years beside it.
Well, I have the actual game.
Good for you.
So,
Apparently, Perfect Dark was made in 2000,
yeah.
and Perfect
I was
Dark
just
Zero
making
was
the
made in
statement that it was
2005.
for Zero.
But yeah. You know, like, the only game... Actually, you want to... How about this? How about this for a little subject that we can do on this lovely little podcast?
Sure.
Games that we either want, like, a revamp of or a sequel of.
Well, we've mentioned this beforehand, but I want a sequel to Pokemon Coliseum and XD.
Likewise. Now-
I've already stated mine. Just Fantasy Star, the original 4 games for the Sega Master System and the Sega Genesis.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. The only thing I would like is a return to form on the Budokai series for Dragon Ball games.
Yeah. Now,
I could see
here's
that,
a little
yeah.
here's a little ball I'm going to throw into this, and I don't care if I'm the only one here that's going to say this. Aside from the DS revamp that it did receive, which is not much of a revamp, Diddy Kong Racing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I actually want to see, like, a new one.
I'd be okay with that.
Like, I like that game. Timber was my bro. Timber was my broski.
Yeah.
And, like, he hasn't seen the light of day since. Like, help a bro out. Just... Like,
Yeah,
so
I could
many of
totally
those
see that.
Like, hell, Banjo-Kazooie was Banjo was first appeared in Diddy Kong Racing before Banjo-Kazooie even came out.
Wasn't that the same case for Conker as well?
I think so. I'm unsure of that one, but I know it was for Banjo.
Well, when did Conker come out again?
At least
Conker's Bad Fur Day came out in 2001.
And when did Diddy Kong?
Diddy Kong Racing?
DKC. Oh, wait, DKR, derp.
Uh,
DKC's the-
Diddy Kong Racing originally came out in 1997.
Ah.
Wow, I'm old. And I'm not even the oldest one here, I'm the second oldest. Boy.
You are, yeah.
Yep.
Hey,
Sorry,
only
Gio.
you're only older than me by
It's
a year,
okay.
though.
Yeah.
I'm alright with this.
Is it
Apparently
only a
there
year?
was a Diddy Kong Racing for the DS.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, which is
That's what he was.
Well, it was a port. It wasn't a revamp.
Yeah.
Like,
Although
I'm
it
talking
didn't have
full
Banjo
on.
and Conquer in it because of Rare acquiring.
You know who?
Yeah.
This is like Hogwarts. You know who did you know what with you know when.
You know who? No, who was it? Oh god, I watch a lot of British panel shows. It was he who must not be named did that which we must not speak of. To
So that was on
Hermione.
Mock the Week. That was Mock the Week.
That was Mock the Week to
Yeah.
Hermione, over and over, battering her this way and that. I love Russell.
That was. I was gonna say that was Russell Howard.
That was Russell Howard. I love the fuck out of Russell Howard.
Oh, he's amazing. Him and Ed Byrne. And of course
Ed
we
Byrne
can't.
is good, yeah.
And we can't forget the Satanist himself, Frankie Boyle.
Frankie Boyle is the shit.
Like, I remember watching one. Sorry to break from video game realm for a bit here. Like, I was watching an episode, and they were basically teasing Frankie of how vulgar he tends to be and how like straightforward he is with half of his terms that he uses.
Yeah.
So they made up something called the racist door. So then
Yeah.
one of the other panelists made a slightly racist comment, and you just hear Frankie blurt, "Thanks for opening the racist door for me," and everyone just
Just went, ugh.
no, they all just like died laughing. They're like, "Okay, yep, here we go, strap in."
No, it's there was one where it's like, oh, I don't know why Frankie hasn't said this. Clinton arse rapes Hillary, and it just he turns around and he goes, I didn't say it because it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah. Like,
He is so fucking good.
yeah,
Okay, we're gonna back the fuck up before you get smacked the fuck up.
yeah. Video games, CA.
Video games.
What would you like to see a revamp of Ceratoth? I don't think I heard you.
Can Command and Conquer get raised from the grave?
That would be nice.
That would be great. Like a console.
I still play Command and Conquer 4. Generals was my favorite. No, 0 Hour was one of my favorites.
Okay, I've got 2 mods to recommend for you right now then.
Does one of them involve Enter the Matrix?
No.
Because what a broken mod that is.
No. Okay, so you may have noticed that 0 Hour is kind of unfinished.
Yes.
The first mod, and it's 2 mods by the same team, and they're both really good. The first mod's called Shockwave. It basically just finished 0 Hour. So all the sub-generals have totally unique units for most of their dudes, and the 3 super factions.
0 Hour. Yeah.
The 3 super generals are playable and balanced.
Ah.
And then by the same team is this thing called Rise of the Reds, where instead of having the sub-factions expanded, they added 2 new entire factions from the ground up.
Oh, shit.
Which is Russia, which is kind of like anti-China, where instead of having like really mass-heavy early game, they are terrible early game, and then late game they coat half the screen in tanks.
Wow.
And then the European Alliance, which is super turtle-heavy, and they have big artillery stations that can hit you from across the map. But the crazy thing is, despite all that, it's still balanced. Like, in terms of numbers and timing and cost and all that.
My fellow Europeans.
No, Europe's my favorite. Like, they are so much
Of course they are. Good man. That's what I want to hear.
And they even retain that classic Command & Conquer sense of humor. One of the European units is this huge-ass Claymore artillery piece. And one of the lines when you select it is, "You could say we are men of high caliber."
Womp womp.
So seriously,
It kind of reminds me of playing the old school Warcraft 3.
yeah.
One of my favorite lines for that one was when you build the Mordors. So the 2 dwarves come out and they're basically like suicide runners. Mortar combat.
Those dwarves are the best. Warcraft dwarves are the best in general, man. Like everything, all the good humor that's in World of Warcraft and in what's that card game?
Hearthstone, I should say.
All the humor in that comes from Warcraft Warcraft 3. That's where that's where the humor started.
Oh yeah. No, well, yeah. You know, you're right.
And
I was going to mention Warcraft 2, but the funniest thing I got out of that is what do you want? What do you want?
Yep.
What do you want? Why do you keep touching me? Look it up. It's a thing.
Hey man, I fucking believe you.
So, I was gonna say, based on what you two were just discussing, is how another little part we can do is, what is your guys' like favorite line from a video game? Like favorite thing that a character said, a narrator said.
Did you think I was gone forever? I legitimately fucking love that line.
I'm sorry, I don't know what it's from.
Duke Nukem Forever.
Okay.
When it just opens out on Duke like lighting a cigar, and he goes, "What? Did you think I was gone forever?"
Nice. What about you, Neil?
Little did they know.
Or have you basically already said it?
Well, I love Warcraft, sure, but Warcraft is not my favorite game. I mean, if everybody knows by now that I've talked about it until I was blue in the face, well, I guess I haven't. Hell, another plug for the channel. I am going to do a legit Let's Play of Phantasy Star, but I'm
looking forward to that. I want to watch that.
I'm going to start with 4, and I'm going to bring you up to date for the time being. If I get access to actually play the other ones, I will. 4 is what I've gotten to work on my computer thus far.
That is awesome.
But
I'm going to stick to doing GBA games until I can get a 3DS capture card.
Oh, that would be nice.
Well, because I eventually want to do Kirby Triple Deluxe.
Which is a fun game.
As I've 100%ed that game.
So have I.
So, favorite line from the game?
Favorite line from video games. The one thing, I don't know if it's I would call it my favorite line, but it's the one that I remember the best. And it's so simple from Resident Evil. What you buying?
From RE4. What are you buying?
What are you selling?
Thank you.
Stranger.
I'll
And
buy
what about
that
you,
at
Third
a
Time?
high price.
It's not really the kind of thing I could pick a favorite.
If I were to think lines, then I would go. My favorite ones? Anything said by Q.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. You guys
Actually,
get
okay,
for bringing up Funny Pop.
Now, I would... Oh, Q. I thought you meant Q, like from Star Trek.
No. I don't remember Q being in any game. I haven't played Star Trek Online enough to see if he's actually there.
No, there is a Star Trek FMV game. Hold on a second. Spoony Star Trek. I think it's Star Trek Borg.
Spoony.
Yes, okay. It's Star Trek Borg. And I'm trying to see what it's for, but I'm pretty sure it's from
Way back yonder.
I'm pretty sure it's from the Sega CDI, actually.
Oh dear God.
I don't envy Spoony.
Star Trek Borg is an it might be computer game, actually.
So,
yes, for PC and Mac.
I do not envy that poor man.
Co-star with John Delancey. And oh my god, is he fucking great. Like, he is queuing it the fuck up, and you can kick him in the nuts in the game. It's great.
So real quick before I forget, and I know I've told at least 2 of you guys this, but definitely one of my all-time favorite video game lines. Sorry, I was coughing.
That's okay.
Is actually from Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3, when you're talking to Subaru, and I think it was Gohan, before he gets absorbed, he basically says something cockily to Subaru, and Subaru's only response is just, yeah, and...
No, what it is, because I've been playing Budokai 3, like, non-stop. It's when Goku and Vegeta fuse, and they turn into Vegito. Right before the battle, he goes, "Now I'm Super Vegito!" And...
Oh, it's like, yeah, and... He's like, so?
It's so cool. It is such a badass line.
Like, just the zero fucks.
Oh my god.
Given.
Lay thine eyes upon my field of fucks, and thou shalt see that it is barren.
Literally, to me, it to this day has still stuck out to me as one of the best lines ever.
So, I've been looking at the Xbox One game library, and I've been asking myself legitimately, what would I get? And I actually landed on a couple of games that I would get. First off, the Master Chief Collection bundle, like the console plus the Master Chief Collection, is only $350.
Oh, that's not too bad.
That's not bad at all. That's at EB Games.
Okay.
So, I might look for that, or I might just, like, fucking order it, because that's actually really not bad. The first game I would get, please try not to laugh when I say this. I will explain myself. The Monopoly Family Fun Pack.
I can see it.
I have nothing wrong to say about Monopoly.
It's a really good game, and it also comes...
It's family friendly.
It's family friendly, but it also comes with a thing called My Monopoly, which allows you to put pictures over top the properties and name everything whatever you want it to. You can create custom Monopoly boards.
Okay, that win.
So you can make, like, despite the fact that Monopoly does have literally everything,
basically,
you can make, like, anime version. You can make, like, Code Geass Monopoly.
Doctor Who Monopoly.
That exists.
I know, I'm just...
Like, you can make Doctor Who Monopoly, you can make Pokemonopoly.
Which is already...
Pokemonopoly.
I'm waiting for it. You're gonna say it.
Digimonopoly.
No.
Sailor
MLP
Moonopoly.
No, I'm not saying it.
MLP Monopoly?
There you go.
Oh, that exists.
It already exists.
Yes, it does. I don't have a copy of it, but it's there.
Or wherever it's
But yeah, My Little Ponopoly. Legend of Zelda-opoly.
That's
already
a thing.
exists.
Yep.
Marionopoly.
Already
That's
exists.
a thing.
Well, no, Nintendo-opoly is a thing.
The Nintendo-opoly is a thing.
Nintendo, yeah.
But you can make anything. Anything you wanted.
As long as you got the pictures.
As long as you got the pictures, which a quick Google search means you will.
Exactly. Let's see.
Next up, The Evil Within.
Okay.
I haven't played.
A lot of people might hate on me for this because the game is not necessarily good.
You do need the DLCs to continue. That much I do know.
There's that, but I really I saw a Let's Play from the Best Friends, the Super Best Friends play of The Evil Within, and I still rewatched that Let's Play because I thought the game looked amazing when it ran.
Yeah.
But if you're playing this on fucking PC, no. Don't play it on PC. Anywho.
Much like the Batman game.
Oh, Batman Arkham Knight Rider?
Oh god. Knight Rider. Yeah. Yeah.
Just the Batmobile turns evil.
Right.
The Batmobile just... I don't like it. It takes away from the game.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
It was good, but they used it too much.
Yes.
I'm gonna move on, though. Walking Dead, the complete first season.
You're talking the Telltale?
Yeah.
Yes. All of it.
I would get all of it, Mostly not
Get
even for
all of
me.
it.
I would get it from Mom, because she really likes those.
It is amazing. Get the both seasons.
Yeah, I heard that the Walking Dead one is good and the Game of Thrones one is good as well.
I haven't tried the Game of Thrones one, but I'm willing to try it.
I've heard it's very
If it's
good.
by Telltale, I'll do it.
Yeah, because
but I
Walking
will
Dead's
never-
great, and Wolf Among Us is fucking amazing.
I will never, ever again play the fucking stupid other one.
The other Walking Dead game?
Yeah, they're not the other. Well, that too. Survival's Instinct, I didn't like it at all.
No.
The only thing I may have liked on it was the you could pick up passengers and send them off on missions. I was like, okay, kind of a risk gain scenario. All right.
I don't
the game
like
was shit.
games.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
like
it was
games.
supposed to be. Survival Instinct was like made to be a bug and min game. You paid less to get less. And for that, I think it did alright. It had some neat ideas.
I hate any game that you have to send other people to do missions for you.
So, in other words, any game that's on Facebook.
Yeah. Well, no, like, any game that you're going to ask me to pay, like, upwards of $50-$60 for, but then you're going to tell me to have, like,
20
other
grand.
people go do shit for me. Cough, cough, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
Wow. Wow. We differ.
Let's get, you know what? Let's get a little bit more lighthearted here. South Park, The Fractured But Whole.
Fractured but whole. Oh, is that the,
This is the new one that is coming out in Christmas
Oh.
of next year.
My God. Yes. If I can get it opening day like I did the Stick of Truth, there is no regret.
No,
Absolutely
dude,
none.
we're
I
gonna
still
have we're
use
gonna
the
have to
background that they gave me as a pre-order bonus.
we're gonna have to compete to see who can let's play it first,
Oh my God.
or we're gonna have to meet up, and we're gonna have to combo let's play South Park: The Fractured But Whole.
Yes, I would be up for that.
I am, dude. I will get up to get down. I think it goes without saying, but I would definitely pick up Rare Replay.
Mm-hmm.
Blaze Blue Chrono Phantasma Extend.
Blaze Blue. No, like once again, I'm an RPG fan more than I am a fighting fan. So
It's
We talking
I
about my
haven't-
boy.
yeah, we're talking about your boy.
like I haven't picked up a fighting game since Rumble Roses. So
I would
Does
even
that
say that barely counts as a fighting game.
That doesn't even count. That doesn't even count.
it's okay. The boobies made it all right.
Then just play Dead or Alive.
Just
It's
play
natural
Dead or
booty.
Alive.
And boobies.
I wouldn't be playing it though.
Fucking
He'd be
Rumble,
playing-
Rumble Roses is the only game you can play with one fucking hand.
I was about to say he'd be playing with his own controller.
Right?
Balls. Master
Back
my
like
joystick, guy.
Act like, act like he's,
joystick, guy.
back like he's playing an Atari.
Which, you know, freaking Zeratoth still hasn't seen that.
Nor have I.
But it's
Watch
not the
the
point that you
Undergraphics.
haven't. It's the point that Zeratoth needs to see it, so we can show him why he resembles a certain character.
Gimpy.
Yeah,
So, hold on. Are we really telling Zeratoth to do it?
we're telling Zeratoth to do it.
And he was sighing
like,
before you guys started because
The reason why I want to show you the show, dude, is to show you not only why you represent this character, but why it's not a bad thing.
Oh, and Dan, no, it's because I've had this character thing come up before.
We've had this character
Yep.
thing come up before because I'm telling you, dude, the resemblance is stupid uncanny.
Gimpy is the bona fide badass.
He's
opinion.
He's fucking amazing. He is G Prime. Like, for me, the G Prime name is the Zeratoth name to me.
And I'm saying this with full respect, not just to you, but to the character we're talking about.
He is
This
the best character in that show.
I love him.
For those of you who don't know, we're talking about an old show that they used to play around the late 90s, early 2000s on Teletoon After Dark called Undergrads. Which, by the way, the creator of Undergrads, I think he was doing a Kickstarter a while ago to either do a movie or another season.
Which, oh my yes.
Oh my yes. I would fucking... I'm telling you, if I could find that Kickstarter, I'd back that shit.
Oh, real quick, since you mentioned Kickstarter, can I mention something that you guys probably all know about?
Sure.
Ukulele.
Oh, ukulele. Fucking right.
Which, amazingly, only asked for, what, 175,000 pounds, and received over 2 million in 45 minutes.
Yup.
If that doesn't tell you how strong the fandom of Banjo-Kazooie still is, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, they got they got Grant Kirkhope to do the music.
Yeah. Like, they got Grant Kirkhope back, they got, like, all the original producers back.
Mm-hmm. Now, if only they could do the same thing for Firefly. Psyduck.
Side.
Side duck. So I'm gonna take a look at the ukulele Kickstarter right now. So it's kind of a backer update.
Also, the fuck with Doctor Who? I keep forgetting. When the fuck is the next episode?
I don't know.
We just went on a pure hiatus there.
So 2,090,104 pounds at the end of it. Let me look this up as I talk about the next game that I want to pick up for the Xbox One if I ever get the system, which is an up-and-coming game, Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, does that series still exist?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
I
It's
actually
still
enjoy
fucking
that.
Awesome.
I enjoy it. I love the search and find, the action adventure portion of it, I should say. Like when you could free roam and fucking talk to people and train. I like that. Because then it feels like you're doing more than Naruto did in the actual series. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair.
Well, as long as CyberConnect 2 keeps making money, that's good enough for me.
And sorry to bust your guys' balls, because I went to the wonderful land of YouTube. The character you're referring to from Undergrads is not Gimpy.
No, it is Gimpy.
You're referring to Cal.
No.
Oh, no. Okay. The reference for Mastering a Droid Stick? Yes.
Oh,
that's Kyle.
that's Cal.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the guy.
Yeah.
That's
Kyle.
That's Kyle. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was
But
referring to.
That's right.
The one that we're referring to, like, comparing to Zaratoth,
Oh, okay.
is Gimpy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got it mixed up then. Alright.
And then finally, so we've got Monopoly Family Fun Pack, Evil Within, Walking Dead, South Park, Fractured But Whole, Rare Replay, Chrono Phantasma Extend, Naruto Shippuden, and finally, I'm telling you, I'm a little hyped for Deus Ex Mankind Divided.
Gesundheit.
What's that about?
It's the sequel to Deus Ex Human Revolution.
What's that about?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Do you fucking people really not know what Deus Ex is?
nope.
Wait, they don't know what
Oh,
Deus
Deus
Ex
Ex!
That's because you pronounce it wrong. Okay, so you do know that they came out with Human Revolution, right?
No, I haven't played a single one of them.
Fuck me with a pike. Okay,
Not
Dan.
my type, nor technically not yet the gender. But still no.
Well, fuck you people, because Deus Ex was amazing.
Oh,
Deus Ex Human Revolution was pretty
yeah, I
good.
didn't say it wasn't amazing. I mean, even I can see the view or the fan base for it.
And I'm super, super hyped for Mankind Divided.
Can I say something right now which will probably get me a shit ton of gamer points?
Sure.
My fingertips smell like Doritos.
Balls.
God damn it.
Like, I just had my hand near my mouth and I, like, breathed, and I'm like, I smell Doritos.
Oh, man.
So, what else is there for us to run down?
I
like
actually
this.
did
What?
have something. I have a site open right now. I'm actually just going to fire off some movie titles at you guys, or like some upcoming stuff. It's mostly comic book related. I'll be honest.
I'm just gonna tune out.
Well, no, like they're movies that are coming out, and
It's still
basically just
most likely Marvel and DC.
well, yeah. It's
Yeah.
not like you don't know these guys, though.
I still have no interest in Marvel or DC.
So you haven't watched any Marvel or DC movie ever?
I have, against my own will.
Well, okay, you can be a fucking stick in the mud then.
Cool.
Wow, I was silent throughout most of the conversation on WWE.
Yeah.
Fair point.
So this one's mostly for Neo and Zaratoth, although there are like I think 2 or 3 non-comic book movies here. And to fire it off, you guys basically just tell me your thoughts.
This is stuff upcoming.
This is stuff upcoming, yeah. Let's try not to go into super rants, but I mean, if it requires a rant, then rant.
I doubt it will. I doubt many women will require it. It's Fantastic Four already came out, and I've already explained why that was terrible.
So first off, Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Yes. Oh my yes. Want to watch.
I am highly indifferent.
It's Disney.
And thus we have all 3 corners of the opinion triangle. Not giving a fuck.
We're gonna have like what? Darth Vader's pair off with Mickey.
Like, a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's Disney, so it's gonna be super kids shit."
Disney's owned Marvel for the past couple of Marvel films. Disney's not the problem.
No.
Plus, Disney has done gritty stuff. I mean, they're horror movies. Yes, Disney has done horror movies.
Disney's not my problem with Episode 7. Episode 7's my problem with Episode 7.
And for me, I'm just like, I'll watch it. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan in general.
I am. That's the problem.
See, this is why I talk about... You're the inverse... No, wait. No, okay, Gimpy. Was Gimpy into Star Wars or Star Trek?
Both.
No, he wasn't.
Was he not?
No, there was a fight. There was a Quake fight between...
Trying to remember.
Correct, he was into Star Wars.
Yeah.
But
he was super into Star Wars, and he fought the guy's team that was, like, in Star Trek uniforms.
Oh, that's right. That was the trivia episode.
No, not the trivia episode, the Quake
Wasn't
episode.
it?
Where
Was
they
it
all got on Quake?
Oh! No, I do remember that episode. Okay, yeah.
There was a trivia episode, though. It just wasn't against those guys. The trivia episode was him versus Nitz. Anyway,
also, Gimpy gets a really, really hot girlfriend.
Oh my god, does he fucking ever? Because doesn't he bang, like, the dean of his like, respective college?
I wonder if he did. Or was she just a creeper?
No, she was the fucking... She was someone in power. I know that much. Hold on. Undergrads. Gimpies. Secondary characters. No, that's She Prime. Lance, Brody, Kruger, Dan. Oh, Rita.
The landlady?
She's the RA. Yeah, the resident assistant in Gimpy's dorm. Yeah. My God, I'm looking at like.
Nostalgia.
Yeah, Spud. Spud was the guy who, like,
Spud was the Star Trek guy,
the Trekkie.
right? Yeah. The Trekkie.
He often says "schma" in all of his sentences.
Schma.
Schma. Mark the drama guy. Oh God. Doug the Dougler.
The Dougler.
You remember the Dougler?
I remember the Dougler.
There's Mom,
American Pie
which
references.
is Gimpy's sidekick. Then there's Kimmy. Kimmy Burton.
Burton. Wasn't that the one the main character was?
That was the one that Nitz was in love with.
That's it, Nitz.
And then there's
Kinda makes
Jessie,
it
which was
sad.
the punk chick that that is friends with Nitz. Sorry, I just kept looking up undergrad stuff, and now there's like a big gap of silence in the podcast.
It's alright.
No, that was my fault. Okay, let's move on.
Movies.
Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice.
I want to watch that. I would love to see Batman square off with Superman.
No one's gonna win. No one can win. They're doing a Justice League movie.
The winner, in their minds, is DC when they walk away with all your money. Unfortunately, DC will be the loser because people aren't going to pay for this.
Oh, I think you severely
what are you
underestimate.
talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're smoking.
I'm sorry, I have to disagree.
But
They will have my money.
people are
To prove you
hyped.
wrong, they will have my money.
People are hyped over this movie. Theaters will be filled.
Right, I forgot the human race has no taste.
Of course not.
I don't know. I think it's going to be
I am
interesting.
proud of my tasteless mouth.
I am interested in seeing Affleck.
Flag.
Suicide Squad.
Yes.
I'm super hyped for it.
Yes, I want to see my Harley.
Oh god, me too.
And
He's got a
I am
picture of
not
Harley
looking
right
forward to
here.
the Joker in this, but I'm willing to give him a shot.
Oh, he looks fucking creepy as shit, and I'm
Stupid.
I think he looks cool.
sorry. He does not look like he. Given that's probably what they're going for, a non-stereotypical Joker. Why did everything go silent?
Yeah, I'm
Oh, there you are.
I'm
I'm
looking
still
forward
here.
to
Don't
it.
worry.
And yeah, when it comes to Harley, fuck me, she looks hot.
As she should.
And people are like,
It's not
no.
not Jessica Negri, okay. It's not Tara Strong. I'm not okay with that, but
oh, she's more than just like hotness. She was like a rape
shut up.
victim.
If she's donning Harley Quinn, fuck you. She's hot.
No, well, like that's what they're talking about Harley Quinn. They're like, oh, Harley Quinn, she was like a rape victim, and she was like this strong woman, and she's intelligent. I'm like,
Listen, if a rape
She is
victim
nothing,
becomes
but-
strong enough not to just pick herself off of the ground after the whole thing happened, but become a psychiatrist in a mental hospital filled with deranged people that are similar to those of the same kind of mind that raped you?
Okay.
And
And
you got balls.
we all saw how that turned out for her, though. Cuckoo, cuckoo.
She may have been cuckoo, but she only went cuckoo for, Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah. Honestly,
But even she snapped out of it.
she's nothing but the Joker's minion. The Joker's
Not
bitch.
long. Well, long enough to be like, what the fuck, you're an idiot, but...
She's just eye candy. Like, sure, yes, she has a darker story, and I would love, personally, to see a Harley Quinn movie. But,
I mean,
when it comes to Suicide Squad, guess what? She's going to be there to have her annoying voice, look hot, and kill people.
I mean, if they do it similar to the animated movie with the Suicide Squad, if I could remember the name, I think it was called Project Gotham, or Arkham. Don't quote me on this. That's another thing I have to check up. I watched it. It was fucking spot on to how I pictured the characters would be and how they acted. And this is Harley Quinn without the Joker. Like, you can even say post Joker. She broke up with him. And how she handles it is, hey, it's exactly how I thought you would. And for the right reasons.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, watch the movie. You'll know what I mean.
Captain America Civil War.
Very
I
hyped.
don't know.
I'm very hyped for Iron Man 4 Civil War. That tells you what side I'm on.
I'm very hyped for Civil War. I'm not hyped for what Civil War means. Because I watch a lot of Linkara, and I've seen where the Civil War series goes, and it's not good.
Especially because you'll recall they're introducing Spider-Man this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping we don't get a cinematic one more day.
They probably won't. They probably will not do that because they're still going to be introducing this Spidey.
They also want money.
Yeah, that too.
Well, let's get Zaratot's anger out of the way. Warcraft.
Pardon?
Warcraft.
The cinematic movie.
And I'm actually, instead of just looking at the picture for this one, I'm going to go ahead and actually
I can tell you where they're going to start. Which is Warcraft 3. Not World of Warcraft, where they are now. So we're not expecting to see the Lich King, we're not expecting Cataclysm and all that. No, they're going to start properly.
I'll ask you if you recognize any of these names, Zara. Because personally, all of this is fucking Spanglish to me.
Back up. Back up. This exists?
Okay,
Yeah.
Anyway, and it's not Warcraft 3, it's Warcraft 1.
Well, they're following... To my knowledge, they're supposed to be following Thrall.
Not from the looks of it, he's not on the cast list. Durotan, Orgrim, Doomhammer, Blackhand...
Was on... Durotan was there.
Like, if Gul'dan is a relevant character, and then, like, Anduin Lothar is a relevant character, for fuck's sake, Prince Varian. This is Warcraft 1, possibly combining Warcraft 1 and 2.
Hold on, can you mention those names to me again?
Durotan, Orgrim, Doomhammer, Blackhand, Gul'dan, Grommash, Hellscream, Draka...
That's going way too fast.
Who are you looking for, then?
I'm trying to find as many of those people on the IMDb list.
Oh.
I see Anduin Lothar.
Yep.
Durotan.
Yep.
Garona.
Yep.
Medivh.
Yep. Magus Medivh.
Orgrim, King Lane Rin, Blackhand, Khadgar, Morois, and Gul'dan.
Yeah, those are all relevant characters from the Warcraft 1 and 2 end of the timeline. Fantastic. I'm actually kind of excited for this. Depending on how involved Blizzard is and like who the staff is, this might turn out alright.
Also, I really like the director here. One of the frequently asked questions is what will the rating of this movie be? And it says, Chris Metzen mentioned that the film will be action-packed and violent, stating, "We're definitely not going to make a G or a PG version of this. It's not pillow fighting craft."
Nice.
Well, I may be wrong on the time and place, but from what I can be right on is, like, from what I've seen from the Blizzard videos, is that they are really, really heavy on making sure that the story is consistent, that, like, the fans can enjoy and people who aren't fans can sit and watch and understand.
Yes.
But they're not going to pussyfoot it.
In fact, I think what Blizzard's doing is really smart here, because Warcraft 3 is playable still. World of Warcraft is what it is. But
Yes.
like Warcraft 1 and 2, the beginning of this whole storyline are really old games that have never gotten a re-release or an update, and if they make a movie of those events, that's a good way to bring people up to speed really quick.
Agreed. Especially since I heard, surprisingly, I'm behind on the times when it comes to World of Warcraft. They're getting another expansion to try and get more people to play. And so if this movie does well, it's exactly as you said. It's so much publicity. It's going to be through the roof.
Next up, Ghostbusters.
Meh.
The
Also
all-female Ghostbusters cast.
I am also mad. There's not that much I've heard.
I really don't like the look of this movie. It just really, really doesn't look good.
I mean, are we getting cameos of the former Ghostbusters, or are they finally laying them to rest?
Well, I mean, one of them has already been laid to rest.
Like, my opinions on the original Ghostbusters were a vaguely positive meh. Like, it wasn't bad, and there were funny bits and good bits, but it wasn't like anything that blew my mind.
Yeah, it's no Mel Brooks.
Like, I personally love the shit out of the first Ghostbusters. But this just doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. I don't know. I mean, that's just me.
I don't know, I'm on the fence. I enjoy
Spider-Man!
I'm scared. I'm scared. I have not seen any of the Amazing Spider-Mans, that's the problem.
You don't need
I
to.
got-
You don't need to. This is a full-on reboot.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
This is the one that's going to be in the Avengers.
Yeah. In fact, this Spider-Man film is actually going to be the second film featuring the character. He's debuting in Civil War.
Yeah.
I'm still
Assuming the
face bombing.
Assuming
But-
the talks haven't fallen through yet.
But if they're involving him in the Avengers, there's hope.
Yes, because this is with the MCU writers and all of their genius, so there's only so much ruining the other company can dig its dirty little hands into.
And I just pray it does so fucking well that I'm actually able to see my favorite villain,
And who's that?
Carnage.
Oh, God. Well, they fucked up Venom the first time.
I'm going to continue arguing it. I don't think he's dead. If they were to continue it, I don't believe he's dead.
They're never
don't
going to
believe
continue that series.
They're never going to continue it. But the way that they ended it at the end of the movie,
I agree.
noticed-
He's not dead.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm saying.
But no, when I say they killed Carnage, I don't mean they killed Carnage. I mean they
No,
fucking
couldn't
killed
have
him.
killed Carnage.
Uh,
Actually, Carnage wouldn't have. Yeah, I could say it that way. Carnage wouldn't have existed because they didn't send Venom back into space.
so, the TV series of Supergirl.
I'm curious about it. Actually, I've seen the trailer for that.
I have as well.
It looks like it's going to be a lot like Smallville.
It looks, yeah. I personally am not super interested in it, but I'll give it a shot.
I mean, I'm not a fan of Smallville. I've tried. I've watched like 4
I'm
seasons.
not a fan of Superman.
Still.
I fucking hate Superman. And personally,
Well,
I fucking hate Batman.
It's like Machinima says. It's like he's just so OP now that like any hurdle that comes in front of him, DC could just be like, "Oh, he has this ability now." Why? Because fuck you. That's why.
Yep,
Yeah.
Otherwise, Goku would have won because Goku is a fucking. He is the
no,
one
don't.
person.
Don't.
He should have won.
No,
I'm going to say it. He should have won.
he can't. He can't.
But he
win.
can't. That is true. I
And it's-
side with that also.
And it's
He
because
can't because of how
books-
powerful Superman is.
It's because of this. It's not just because of Superman himself. It's because the format of comic books means they will always be the most busted. Because in order to impress with the upping of the stakes, comic books cannot make the characters drawn faster. They can't make the explosions like better animated. They can only tell you he's moving faster. That's a bigger explosion. So comic books have the best raw numbers. And unless you are dealing with like hypnosis bullshit, which the character could just be immune to, like Superman, it will only ever matter in raw numbers. Hitting power, speed, durability. And comic books keep having to put more zeros on those, whereas anime can just make it look faster. But that means if you actually, do the math, that how fast he went from that rock to that rock in those 5 frames, that he's slower than the guy who had 3 more zeros because comic books can only just tell you that things are more impressive. So comic books will always have the advantage anyway, and that's why the big anime nerd site that does Death Battle's job better than they do has a big universe tier list, and it goes Marvel, this obscure Japanese visual novel, DC. Those are the top 3 most powerful universes of all fiction.
Makes sense to me.
Superman isn't even the most busted thing in DC by a long shot.
So, I'm going to mention a couple of things that are coming out, like a couple of movies that are coming out in the next couple of months. You guys tell me if you guys are planning on going to go and see them. September, we have Maze Runner: The Scorch Trials. Am I the only one going to that one?
I have no clue what that even is.
Run of the Scorch Isles? No,
Has anybody here read the Maze Runner series?
Booze.
no.
Nope.
As I'm looking over at my 3 books, because I have Maze Runner, Scorch Trials, and Death Cure. Technically, I have Eye of Mines too, but that's not part of the series. I would say, like, if you could yo-ho a copy of Maze Runner, check it out. It's pretty good. I'm looking forward to the Scorch Trials, because, fuck, Death Cure just grabs you by the gonads and will not let go until you fucking squirt semen out of your nose. Anyway. In October, we have, let's see, The Martian, Pan, Steve Jobs, Masterminds, The Last Witch Hunter. Anybody going to go see Gem and the Holograms?
Yes.
Are you fucking
I
really?
would do it. I would.
That's
I
pretty
actually own the series.
That's pretty outrageous.
A physical
of you,
copy.
That's truly outrageous.
Truly outrageous.
Oh my god, Dan, me and you, buddy,
We'll do it.
we're fucking
I
doing
will
it.
do that.
Hold
I've
on.
already seen the series. I know what the hell people are talking about. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it.
23rd is a Friday, so fuck. Okay, I can't be there for opening day. I could possibly be either in Toronto or you could come up here for the 24th.
Come to Toronto. See it at the Scotiabank Theatre.
There's a Scotia Bank Theater?
Yes.
Is it like a
Right
Cineplex?
beside. It's right beside Much Music. It's the Cineplex Odeon. That's called the Scotiabank Theatre.
Oh, I don't fucking know things. I don't live in Toronto.
Well,
Alright, I've got to
get good.
Okay, sorry. I'm gonna go quickly.
Okay.
Paranormal Activity: The Ghost Dimension, not fucking happening for me.
Not happening.
In November, we got the Peanuts movie.
I actually would watch that.
Hunger
Even though
Games,
I'm opposed to it.
Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2.
I still need to watch the first one.
I'm probably gonna go see that one. The Good Dinosaur.
I don't know about that one.
It's Disney Pixar's new thing.
Ah.
Looks more like it's for toddlers, but it could be good. I don't know. And in December, really the only thing worth talking about is Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
So we're not going to talk about the Nightmare Before Christmas 3D?
They don't have re-releases on here.
Ah.
So, it looks like a good couple of years for Geek, but let's be cautiously optimistic.
Yeah.
I agree.
So, yeah, that's going to do it for this edition of Black and White. Do you guys have anything that you guys want to plug? Zeratoth, do you have like a channel that you plug or something?
Not at the moment. I might be getting a blog started up soon, but for now, I'm just gonna say, no, seriously, go by, please don't touch anything. It's the most fun you'll have with a red button.
Awesome. Craven.
Yeah, you can actually currently see me over at Darkwolf Syndicate as well as Neo. And in the near future, hopefully, I will be up on my own channel.
And, Neo.
That's right. I'm Neo.
You're the fucking worst.
Aren't I? But don't worry.
Okay, what series are you
I
guys
may be
currently
the
doing?
one. You guys may be calling me the one, but guess what? I'm just one of many.
We currently just did a Gmod horror map called Necrophobia, which recently actually released the final episode today.
I don't know. Did we upload the final, or was that the first two? Because I know that was
That was the
broken
final.
up.
That was the final.
All right.
That was the last part.
Alright, awesome. I think I'm actually gonna look that up, like, right now, because I found the channel.
Ooh.
Yeah. Go ahead, give it a watch.
Like, subscribe, anything else?
Yeah.
And do that over here too.
Yeah, no,
Alright.
if you guys are on my channel, if you're new to my channel, I do Let's Plays of video games, mostly RPGs from the Game Boy Advance era.
Yep.
And I like to take you through the best and worst moments of my childhood. So
Just do it.
yeah, if you're thinking of subscribing, just do it.
I hate you both. Die in hell.
All right.
Go to hell, then die there.
All right, I'm signing out.
Imagine where you'll end up.